Hello everybody! We can pause the music. The musica. That's not how you say that, I don't think. I haven't put on the TV, but like I'm scared it's gonna just like start blasting. So I'm just moving things around here, don't mind me. I'm moving the stuff. Did I mute it? Okay, good, it's muted. Would you? You guys cannot see me dancing.
Welcome to Monster Sports and Entertainment. Enjoy the show.
Trying to put my laptop up more. I cannot see the chat, by the way, at this current moment, so not ignoring you, I just can literally not see. I literally cannot see. I would never ignore y'all. What's on this side? Please stand by. Love a woman to get high. Burn down now. Hello everybody, welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment. I'm your host Molly. How's everyone doing today? Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way in. Hope y'all are doing well. Game's not started yet. Game will begin shortly though. Right now it's Hi Tripper. I have to get this off my head. I have a towel on my head still from after my shower. Oh, sorry. My goodness, honey. Baby. What is it, my love? What is it, my baby? What? The microphone here. Right now they're just showing like an old game. Watch out, Chipper. I gotta go get this off my head, bud. Boop. I'll be right back. No, no. What? What? reason, like, I never feed her, but that's all I ever do, is I don't stop feeding her. Give me some fresh food then. There we go. Little woman, get high. Stand by. I just got out of the shower not that long ago, so my hair is still kind of wet. Hello everybody. Welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment. I'm your host Molly. Hope y'all are doing well today. This song literally just replays that the entire time. Take out my AirPod. Stay. Oh god. I think this one does the same thing too. It just repeats that same thing over and over again. Ugh. Ugh. Cool, that works, I guess. It's like different today. I don't know why. My hair is wet, so a proper ponytail is not doable. But it's okay. We do be vibing though. Hey Damien! How you doing, Damien? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Hey Damien, you know what I just realized? You always talk about Sesame Street, and now I'm wearing a Cookie Monster shirt. So, Fit for the occasion, I have 2 Coney burgers, which I will be snacking on because I haven't ate yet today. They're both very, very warm. I think I heated them up too much, but it's okay. I'm not even getting abducted by aliens. Love that for me. Nothing, just chilling. Nice, nice. Mitchell. Wow. These Coney burgers are just as good the next day. Hey. Damien, no comment. Team's getting out on the ice. Showing Sidney Crosby. Burger Monster, facts. What? Oh no. I'm so sorry. You have to get down though, bud. I'm so sorry. Because then it's just gonna tease you just staring at it. No, bud. I'm sorry. Game's getting started here shortly. Gonna be do the national anthems, and then they're gonna no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you have to get down, bud. I'm gonna lift you up. There we go. I don't want to hurt you when I lift you. Not mine. Whoa, okay. Sparkling water. That's why it's not showing up. Is because, you know, it's green. Give up the food, fool. No! She's trying to come at me at all angles. Game will be getting started here shortly. He's trying to crawl up my legs. No! Hey, what's going on, York Beast. She got tired of the cat food. She wants real facts. She always does that. How you doing, New York? Welcome.
After his team built the early 3-0 lead, and credit to Elaine Vigneault, used this timeout, team trailed, told his team take a deep breath. There was a lot of time left. Called it one of those gut check type wins. This miniature playoff-like series comes down to this afternoon, and two teams separated by just 2 points in the East Division standings. Sticks are down, puck is down, underway with the Pens and the Flyers. Sidney Crosby's line starts it off, and yes, Brian Dumoulin is back for the Pens. After missing the last 15 games, here goes Sean Couturier bouncing off of Crosby. Goes to Paul Rupp, trying to angle it back across. Couldn't connect on the pass, and it's tapped out by Russ.
Phoebe, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So reunited the familiar defensive pair, which we've seen so much over the last few years. Brian Dumoulin and Chris Letang, as Dumoulin was hurt on January 26th in Boston.
Take a look at the opening face-off for the Penguins. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Brian Rust and Jake Gensel are going to switch sides. Rust is on the left. Gensel is on the right. So a little strategy. Maybe trying to stay.
I put a little bit too much sparkle in the sparkling water.
Different look to the Philadelphia Flyers, but
oh my goodness, pardon me.
Like it.
You know, we talk so much about how close these games have been. One reason why coaches make adjustments. Right?
Doing fine, trying to stay warm in this freezing balls weather. Ooh,
Here
yikes.
this season.
I don't know what the weather's like here.
Especially like Sullivan and Elaine Vigneault, you make little tweaks along the way in the course of a series. In this case, it's 3 straight games.
You're right. You have to. You have to show different looks. And the Flyers get Farabee in the lineup. Obey Cabell showed up in game 2 of this 3-game.
That noise that we just made? No idea what it is.
Elliott was very, very calm.
But I make it every day. Every single day I go. Every day. It's like I'm trying to breathe, but my throat is closed. It's weird. It is currently 25 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 18.
The second leading scorer, who's on the COVID protocol list.
So it's pretty chilly.
Bullet, but it goes wide. Back to Cody Ceci, off the end wall, hands on the attack.
Pasa, Damien asks, New York? As I drink my emergency and bottled water, I tend to make my enemies bow down.
Gino.
Falter, I move my sword.
And Gino's going into the box. He leads the Penguins in.
Damn. New York got them bars.
Really not a surprise.
New York Beast has those bars.
He's been kind of a high penalty guy. He's got 20 minutes now.
Damn. Pittsburgh already has
a
penalty, giving Philadelphia the power play.
And a great job there by Sanheim to really force that contact and go down. You don't work through it like that. You don't get the penalty, and the Flyers go to the power play here.
It's an offensive zone penalty, and the Flyers, with the early chance, they went 1 for 2 Thursday. The first power play won 4 games. Farabee is out here, number 86. For Elaine Vigneault, puck is loose in the circle, will be banked off the boards and down by Marino.
A lot of pressure right away. Bluer's going to get down there quick as they can. Tanev, these guys, they're a whirlwind out there.
I know what I gotta do. I gotta refresh that. No, baby, no tripper, no tripper. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby.
Now Sean
I'm like pushing her face away.
By Brandon Tanev, Marino, along with
I don't know why this isn't refreshing, but I'm trying.
And the gridlock continues along the boards. Time continues to tick on the Malkin penalty. 2 for interference. Flyers kept to the outside, working back up high, and down low, and missing on the finish was Van Riemsdyk.
How did he miss it? I don't know if Jari touched it or not. Boy, that was a good-looking play. The Flyers almost connect.
Check for the scene. Couturier. Here's Goss Despair.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment. I'm your host, Molly. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way in.
56 to go. The Flyer power play chance.
Well, as we talked about in the open,
just trying to figure out here the side. Usually it works at this point, but it's not refreshing anywhere. So
Flyers 4 for 16 in the season series against the Penguins. Second unit is on now for Elaine Vigneault. Ivan Provorov.
Yeah, it's not even saying that it's even on.
This pass, he drifts back, guarded by Jankowski.
There's no live score anywhere. They're just saying today at 1 p.m. and nowhere has it live.
Puck goes out of play.
Now let's take a look at JVR's 7 power play goals and his look in front of the net as the Flyers move the puck around there. And that goes right by the stick and the Oh, great look at what he's looking at, and he just missed it. Whiffed on it, couldn't keep the blade on the ice as he's reaching.
Does not miss many. He's got Flyers leading scorer by a wide margin. What a start.
Don't worry, guys, I'm trying.
6 points. Ivan Provorov, who is left to Kevin Hayes. Hayes didn't have an avenue. Curls, goes back to Provorov. Evan Rodriguez out here for Pittsburgh, penalty killing effort. Plays disrupted by Tanev, allowing for a Pittsburgh clear. And that should do it for the Malkin penalty.
That was an awesome job by Tanev because you saw Hayes, he took his stick off the puck, brought it up to his knees. When he did that, Tanev went in there and stole the puck off him that quickly.
Very
Just
good
snatched
work.
It was unbelievable.
Outstanding work. The Penguins do kill it off. Crucial early PK. At the 5-on-5 hockey. Matheson is bumped off the puck. It's supported by Crosby. Gensel touched the center ice. Another battle ensues. In that battle, Matheson got into Flyers territory, but was drawn on the pass. Now Robert Haig, no Philip Myers for the Flyers, who's injured. So Nate Prosser is in his second game of the season.
Don't worry, guys, I'm trying to get this up.
Oscar Lindblom, this line was very good for Philadelphia. Lindblom to the half wall, shoots, and it's at the arm of Tristan Jarry. Now VQ Bell, in the direction of Nolan Patrick. And will dump it all the way down, and it will be an icing call.
We talked about Brandon Tanev, you know, they call him
Trying to
Turbo.
refresh it one last time.
Flies around during the game, before
right.
the warm-up, in the bowels of the arena. I mean, this guy's unbelievable, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Brings and just really gets themselves.
I found one. I did it.
The equivalent of 10 energy drinks before the game. Prosser shoots, Gensel down along the ice in the shooting lane.
Well, you hope it's contagious, don't you?
Right, yeah.
The guy's going early, and you have to be going. These 1 o'clock puck drops, I tell you, a lot of players are very sleepy. They're not ready for this 1 o'clock. The Penguins, they don't play many of these afternoon games this season. They'll be ready to go. I don't know what, you change up your sleep, your diet.
Improvise, adapt,
What
and
time do you
overcome.
eat? 9, 10. Some guys, they'll eat steak. Other guys, they'll go with the traditional breakfast.
Well, Crosby and Malkin, higher points per game in afternoon games throughout their career. Malkin, 61 goals in 113 afternoon games. Early shots here, 1 apiece. Penalty kill. The puck will be guided in by Nolan Patrick. John Marino, along with Marcus Pettersson, and the third defensive pair of Matheson and Ceci this afternoon. Brandon Tanev spins the puck down low. Tanev along with Aston Reese and Teddy Bluger. That line stays intact. Grinding along the boards. Flyers emerge with Nolan Patrick. The Penguins are making a change to the forwards behind the play. Good reach by Doolin. Try to push it up the wall. Now it's Letang with the outlet pass. Aston Reese will skip it in against Brian Ellie. He is 6-1-0. Oh. Robert Haig aggressively on Kasperi Kapanen. Kapanen gets back up. He was shaken up on the first goal of the game the other night.
He was. That was Raffle.
The score was right there.
High in the corner, and he lost his edge in his last shift and went down hard onto the wall.
Also no Mark Friedman for the Penguins, as he was injured in the second period. A hit from Nolan Patrick. Just work back to Ivan Provorov. He walks the line. Provorov, ice time leader for
Sure.
Philadelphia.
I mean, it's better than having nothing up, right?
Here a while. Now Couturier. Matheson trying to separate him from the puck. Did so. Goes for Letang, who flips it off the glass, and it bounces its way out to center ice. Third of 3 consecutive meetings this week, and the start of the back-to-back with the Pens. Their second of 9 sets of back-to-backs. And take on the New York Rangers tomorrow night here at PPG Paints Arena.
Okay.
Now Justin Braun wrists it in.
Yeah, I
Couldn't
do.
stop it. Neither could Rodriguez, but one bounces back to Ceci and just gets
I
it to
have been
center
eating them
ice.
too.
So the Penguins now getting more familiar defensive pairs, and really for the first time since game 1 of the season, their full complement of top 6 defensemen. I mean, Matheson was hurt in game 2. And of course, Doolin has missed the last 15 games. Sam Lafferty stick handles in. Looking for a play, sets it up. It'll be tipped away from Pettersson, and a 2-on-0 for the Flyers. Konechny feed back, and he scores.
Oh! Philly! Getting a goal! Goal,
Penguins
Philly!
had one defenseman, and I'll up on the
We have a little bit of a
Russian
different
CC.
setup here right
They
now
made a
because
change. We're back to
for some
center.
reason what I
Pedersen
normally
came
use
on the
is
ice.
not
Cece's
working.
flat-footed.
But this
In
is,
no man's
so
land. Cece's
yeah.
way in the offensive zone, so it's 2-on-1. And that's too much.
34 degrees,
left
but
to
feels
right
like
for any
23 though.
goaltender,
Ooh.
and a perfect shot.
Well, that was 41 degrees and windy. Damien that. Cookie Monster, facts. Cookie Monster. I've had this Cookie Monster shirt since I was in like 7th grade.
Opportunity, but just a
Still cool.
rising shot up and over
Do
that
I play in different accents?
Good
All right.
capitalization there for the Philadelphia Flyers.
I just offended so many Aussies. I apologize. All right.
And a bad decision for the Penguins and no help defensively.
That's the guy
Philly
that
getting goal. That made no sense.
This season struggled in the playoffs, but
You can always put the score in the chat every time the score is. I'm struggling to find the scoreboard, just saying. I mean, this is easier. This just worked easier. Global warming. I mean, not wrong. If I did NHL play-by-play commentary, I'm gonna sound like Porky Pig. I'd be stuttering player names and getting jersey numbers confused. Yeah, me too. That's why I usually just let the commentators do their work. It's commercial break, but as soon as the commercial break is over, yeah, I will put the game back on. Too cold to hit skiing today unless, you know. Damn, New York got them bars. New York coming through with the bars, honestly. Do we get it in bars though? I want to see if it's on this one. Interact, go up, it is not getting there, but I didn't swear. I blocked it out. Yeet. Whoopsies. Oh jeez, I don't know how I had it before. Whoops, 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 whoops. Oh shoot. I goofed. Oh, yep, I goofed it. Hold up. Yeah, I goofed. As my professor would say, oh, I'm a wiener. I love when she says that. She'll be doing something and then she'll be like, oh, I'm such a wiener. I'm like, love that. Yeah, because see, this one shows it perfectly. This shows like all the shots on goal and stuff, but for some reason it doesn't show up on here. And I don't know why. Oopsies. I didn't mean to do that. It was right here. No, it's not there anymore. The Vic. Oh no, I probably just messed that one up too. Oh no, I didn't. Yay.
The whistle as Crosby was threatening. Now it's the
There we go.
start of the power play.
You know what? That works. It still shows the shots on goal and stuff.
Philadelphia number 9, minor penalty for hooking.
Minor penalty for hooking.
Fight for that puck. Stick to stick. Provorov goes to the box.
All right, mate. This goes the goal. All right, mate. This goes the goal.
Didn't have many opportunities.
Philly now has. Philly got a penalty, so.
The season series. Where gets knocked down.
Not mean to offend anybody, by the way.
Sent around the wall.
Just saying. Not trying to offend anybody.
To the point, Letang sets up shot off the back glass, waiting for it. Rust.
You know how everybody gets offended by everything nowadays.
Now Gensel to Malkin. Get back to the line. Letang goes into open ice. Rust turns. He's to LeBron and Couturier. Malkin from the corner. Diagonal pass, Crosby. Winds, fires, and it's blocked by Couturier.
Oh.
Will sail well out of play.
Now, look, just those little things that Couturier can do. Sticks on pucks, block shots.
Crosby attempting a shot on goal.
His best defensive
Not able to
forward
get it.
in the National Hockey League. And there's the stick in the long reach. And it's just in perfect position. Super Bowl presented by AHN. Crosby's trying to get that shot first mentality. We saw him do that against the Islanders, score from that exact spot.
Gensel trying to rescue it in the slot. This one is going to be flipped into the bench, so for the Penguins. The Pens power play starting to get going a little bit more. Power play goals in 4 of the last 7 games. And yeah, Bob, you said it. It starts with that shooting mentality. It's just a simple play like Crosby right there. Wind and shoot, let it go.
Yeah, a lot of movement. Shooting the puck movement, and bodies moving as well for the Penguins on their power play. Makes it tough to defend that. You just can't be stationary out there.
Flyers a face-off win. Very proficient in that department. And clear all the way down the full 200 feet. Ivan Provorov for hooking. In the box for another minute, 7 seconds. Hansel taps it forward. Crosby in flight. Passes over the line. Rust. Double teamed. Lost control. And it will be cleared by Sanheim. Past the glove of Letang. Tristan Jarry handling the puck. Wonder which way Mike Sullivan would go in the back-to-back. Expect to see Casey DeSmith tomorrow night against New York Rangers. Gensel to Crosby, all the way across the ring, connects with Malkin, darts his way in, back in, Rafferty scores!
Score! Pittsburgh!
Malkin ties the game for the Pens!
Penguins tying it up!
Well, the Penguins make a great play diagonally through the box. And Malkin, he gets to freeze the goaltender. Look at that feed through a bunch of bodies. Freeze the goaltender, go the other way. You see Sanheim lost his footing. Braun couldn't get back on the wraparound. There's the fake, locked the goaltender in, and he can't get back. He gets no help. And Gino.
Beautiful goal. He did the whole wraparound, and then he just like, boop.
On the power play. We're tied at 1.
Beautiful. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment. I'm your host, Molly. You're going to smash that thumbs up on your way in.
Afternoon game, power play goal. And a huge strike for the Pens on their first power play chance. Flyers now trying to respond with Gostisbehere. Flicks it into traffic. Never got through to Jarry. And it's Hanev guides the puck down the near boards. 5th of the season for Evgeny Malkin. It's the second goal in the last 11 games. The assists have been there.
Damn. New York actually, not even kidding, you actually do have straight bars. Like, those are good. Like,
a couple of
straight fire. I could never. Oh my gosh, I can't rhyme.
Gino in flight. He's able to keep his momentum going.
So about this burger place, they sell alcohol. No, they do not.
The goalie, you saw the defenseman go down.
I don't believe they have their license.
It's a big goal. No, look at those two. They were tied at goals in this building, PPG Paints Arena, coming into this game in the regular season.
Am I quirky yet?
152 each.
With my orange eyes. Am I quirky yet? Pick me.
Let those guys know about it, because you know.
Sorry.
Competition going.
Just want to.
They don't know already. Scoring center brother at Point Park University, Crosby and Gensel.
Just need to rant about pick me girls for a second.
With Crosby now 109.
Oh my gosh, because I love this. And I do this and I do that. Like, I'm not like other girls.
Driving in John Marino, a centering pass. Battling forward in front with McCann. And now Philadelphia working it up the boards. Voracek and Patrick bank it out the center. Evan Rodriguez back in for the Pens, missed the last 16 games. Got hurt, lower body injury.
Oh.
So he skates on a 4th line with Lafferty and Jankowski. Travis Sanheim wrists the puck in. McCann gets tied up, but is backed up by Dumoulin. Evgeny Malkin with lead pass and good speed here from Kapanen as he stick handles into the zone. It's taken out by Sanheim. Braun toward the middle. McCann knocks it down out of the air, hit with a high stick. Play will continue though, and it's loose in the neutral zone.
McCann with that juggling act. You remember last year when he did it about 6 times.
The Tank's drive is absorbed by Elliott against the Florida Panthers. That was a beautiful play. Now take a look at the barrel forward leaders. We talked about
Cat hat, fat, bat, splat.
With day games.
Not wrong.
Crosby at 1.34, Malkin 1.26 each on the score sheet already.
Not off the top of my head though.
Boy, on the face-up, Gensel after the loose puck, just nudged away from him. Elliott, good save in tight.
Sun,
CC
fun,
the
run,
truck,
gum,
kicked out by
bun,
Elliott.
pun.
By comes Matheson. Rust working hard, but it's jammed off his stick.
I probably could if I tried.
Kevin Hayes from center. Lobs it in, connecting. Arrives at the same time as Crosby. Crosby checks him. Off the stick of Russ, Scott Lawton. Works it down low. Konechny makes the contact twice. Got it to Lawton. Back to our try. Unable to finish. Provorov whipped on it across the body. Gostisbehere shoots. Missed the target. Good here for the Flyers. This line with their legs early on. Konechny, Lawton, and Hayes.
Well, Provorov just going a wide open half.
That was a very good orange. I'm gonna hail that.
Jari was out of
I was
position
sure enough, but it was good.
passing from the Flyers, and he just healed it.
Crosby and Konechny chirping at each other right between the benches.
It was sweet like orange juice.
Fans will respond to that.
That's, I mean, it's orange, but I mean like what the additives in it.
Catching up to the
That's
puck
what it
now,
tastes
Brandon
like.
Tanev. Tanev, on with Aston Reese.
Obviously it
Tanev
tastes like
spun around
oranges,
backward,
but like, you know.
Run for it, Tommy Van Riemsdyk to the middle. Couturier trying to get it
You
to
are
the
a
front.
poet, but don't even
Gets
know it.
stormed, but it's back up by
Oh,
Hayes.
you just rhymed that too. I don't know if you meant to rhyme that, but you did.
That empty corner.
You're a poet and you don't even know it.
Tanev. Puck will be guided out by Pettersson. Tanev leading shots 5-2. The big power play goal from Malkin after Konechny made it 1-0 at 6:08. Aston Reese and Hayes staring at each other, and looks like they're both going to go.
I'm thawing out my smoothie. I forgot I had to take it out of the freezer last night.
As they went into the boards
New York.
heavily.
Honestly, love
Aston
smoothies.
Reese
Smoothies
gonna
are
finish
quality.
off his check on Haig, and
What are you
in a
doing?
few words for one another.
Oh, commercial break. It is commercial break. See, what rhymes with break? Heartache. Heartache. Ache. Bake. Cake. I can't even like think if it was like a freestyle, I just do so bad. Hey, honey. One time I was joking around with my friend and I just said something and I was just like, oh, that actually like that sounded kind of good, but it was like really weird. It was really weird. Hi, honey. What is it, my lovely? I know you want cuddles. She just always wants cuddles. Literally all the time. She doesn't want to stop cuddling. She's like addicted to me. Like, I went to the chiropractor yesterday, and as soon as I came home, she jumped off the couch and she bolted right for me. I was like, honey. Hey, honey. And then if I, like, go in my room or something and she doesn't know that I'm, like, home, she'll start walking around and just wandering and meowing. She'll start, like, wandering around and, like, meowing super loudly. And I'm like, honey, I'm right here. That she gets really excited because she forgot that I was home. I'll give you a kiss on the forehead. Is that better?
The line has cooled off and so reliable defensively, but points haven't been quite there for Bluger, Tanev, and Aston Reese. We talk about depth scoring.
Currently 4-on-4
50 goal scorers.
for 2 minutes.
Goal,
because a player on Philly and a player on Pittsburgh both got penalties, 2-minute penalties,
short-handed goal in Washington.
because they got aggressive towards one another and hit each other with a stick. So now they're in the box. So it's 4-on-4 now. Now I got that rhyme from Hey Arnold, the Phoebe Sheets episode. His teacher told him about that. Oh. Hi Molly. Hey, what's going on, Mark? Who do you like in this game, Flyers or Penguins? I'm cheering for the Penguins. But whoever wins, I wouldn't necessarily be upset about it.
The
But
defenseman is the screen there. Giroux, a good job. Matheson, the screen.
I'm cheering for Penguins.
Giroux along with Oscar Lindblom.
Delete that now, Google
Poke check by
Mark.
Crosby. Here he comes 1-on-2. Crosby buys some time at the top of the zone, guarded by 2 Flyers. Floats it across. Matheson gets it further in deep. The puck is jumped on by Gostisbehere. Too aggressively up the boards. Tossed on goal from Matheson. Answered by Elliott.
Good job there by Rust.
Forced the turnover. Gets it back to Marino. John Marino away from Giroux. Rust, one-time try. Flutters wide. Cam behind the net loosens the puck. Braun pivots, leaves it along the boards for Gostisbehere. Thanks to completing a change game against Alon.
Like to sit
We got
down.
27 seconds to go, and those matching penalties, Robert Haig and Zach Aston Reese. Lindblom to Provorov. Just hit the ice. Teammates changing.
I have to fix your first still. I keep saying that I need to, and I never end up doing it.
Kevin Hayes. Over to Scott Lott, who assisted on the
13
connecting
seconds
goal.
left,
Lott
4 on
guarded
4.
by
Oops,
Cecil.
sorry.
Behind the net, Hayes trying to walk out in front, got spun around by Pedersen. That'll be a penalty against Marcus Pedersen. The Penguins will be shorthanded.
That's a penalty. He doesn't like it.
Pittsburgh 28, minor penalty for holding.
I think he's a big
Pittsburgh,
body,
number
6'5".
28, Pedersen,
He has
mild penalty
position
for
right here.
holding.
You can't hold a player like that when he's going to turn it to the front of the net. It's a great opportunity to score a goaltend. And right there, that's an easy. That's about as easy a call that I've seen in a long time.
It looked like he was saying he was holding my arm. but
Marcus
doesn't matter, the arm's
Pedersen
there.
getting a 2-minute
It's gonna be
penalty on
called more
holding.
times than not by the officials. So it's a 4-on-3 power play for 4 seconds.
I'm cheering.
Philadelphia. Gostisbehere.
Hard R for the-
Couturier,
I want to
Aston
see
Reese
him
on
be
the box.
great.
The PK drive is stopped by Jari. On the rebound, Dumoulin shuffles it up the boards and it's backhanded out by Aston Reese. So Aston Reese on the PK right out of the box, joined by Mark Jankowski.
For the
Second
cat,
power
I
play
want to
chance for
see him.
Philadelphia. Penguins look very good. And the first one, nice stop by Jari behind the net.
When you did that, Lady Gaga Romance started playing in my head.
Clearing attempt. Kept in nicely by Gostisbehere. No, it wasn't. They call the hand pass off of Gostisbehere either way. The face off.
Take a look.
Hi, honey. You keep walking back and forth. What do you want?
I might have got a little stick on that puck.
What do you
but
want? Where do you want to go,
I will
bud?
take that. Face out just outside the
Keep
blue
walking
line.
back and forth on me. What do you want?
I love the way Tristan Jarry stopped the last hard around the bones like that. Well, that was a great job on the board. I didn't think he played a good job playing the puck at the last game. Really, I thought they were a little off on that.
Here comes Voracek. Bounced up and he got the shot off of the pad save made by Jari. Jake Voracek.
Look how
to
thin she
Couturier.
is.
Hard
She's so
pass
tiny.
to
Look how
Gostisbehere.
small
Just
she
to
is.
take it. Now Voracek's speed is going to be picked off by Tannen.
Look at my small
Rambles
baby.
ahead. Now here a while. Doesn't have much help. Goes some clock. Wrist shots. Gets wide of Elliott. 42 seconds ago and the holding penalty to Marcus
I don't want you to
Pedersen.
fall.
Second power play opportunity for Philadelphia here. A 1-1 game.
Nice tap, Rude. Dumoulin back in on the defense. That's unbelievable. He's been unbelievable with his speed and his stick position.
That pass by Hayes right to Aston Reese. Fires. Blocked
Puck up.
by Provorov.
Take a look. CC.
Cat hair on dark
Strength,
clothes.
stick
Yeah, that
position.
sucks when you get dark hair.
First
I
he
mean, like
gets
cat hair on your dark
The
clothes.
stick there, it's protected by the knee, but then he uses that.
Literally always. And all I ever
shoulder
wear is dark
body check,
clothes.
and that's what you
So
have to have.
this is the brightest thing I've worn in like a very long time.
CC's been unbelievable.
You must love cat hair on your clothes. My last
I'll tell
cat,
you,
she
he's,
like
one of the bargains right
a
now,
damn
and that's
snake
why
used to be
the
all over my
Penguins are
black
fortunate they
clothes.
have him.
that really grinded my gears. I'm telling
Back to
you,
Dumoulin. Look
facts.
out, that shot was
It's
blocked. Two Flyers break up ice. Puck comes
kind of
to the
annoying
blue line and
sometimes.
they're offside. Now,
Especially when
CC
you're on
has
your way
been
out of the house and then all of a sudden it's
outstanding.
just like,
One-year
haha,
deal in October.
surprise.
Really seen as more of a depth signing, but he has been a steady presence on the blue line. UVM Sports Medicine injury update. So Ricola still out, but skating. Jason Zucker out longer-term lower body injury, and it was an upper body injury for Mark Friedman. Colton Sevier, we learned just prior to face-off, he is now on the COVID protocol list. Again,
Hello
we should
everybody,
reiterate,
welcome
if
to
you're
Monster
on that
Sports
list of
Entertainment. I'm your
people
host,
who are
Molly. Don't
positive
forget to
for
smash that thumbs up
COVID.
button on your way
Multiple
in.
reasons why players
Subscribe if you
placed
haven't
on that
already
list.
as well.
Joel
We're just
Ferry
chilling out
didn't
here.
play on Thursday.
And
On
I
the
love
list, and
notifications
off
because
today.
I'm going to be
So
live
Flyers
next
with
week
their second
sometime.
leading scorer back.
Don't know
Looks like
when.
Crosby back on Thursday. The stop by Jari.
Last 5 minutes of the first period.
Out of the fray. Shuffles it along to Dumoulin.
I'm the only one talking in the live chat.
Let's go off the disadvantage.
At least say hey Molly or hello. Don't be afraid. She won't bite your head off. No, I won't bite.
Kevin Hayes from center.
Appreciate everyone being here. Hello.
Jari stays in the net.
I have my cat sitting on my lap.
Can be intercepted by Kapanen. Kapanen on the money to McCann. Couldn't shake past Braun. Puck dumped back into Pittsburgh real estate. Five shots on goal in favor of the Pens. 2 early penalty kills. Yeah, huge to have Brian Dumoulin back on the Pens' best penalty killing defenseman.
I think Davey went to watch you know what.
Year, but it's been without Dumoulin in the last 15 games.
Are you talking about the big P? The P on the good old hub? Is that what you mean, New York? You were talking about the hub.
Now Kevin Hayes looking for a play. Sends it around Nate Prosser. Konechny, Kevin Hayes. Using his strength to protect it. Konechny for the centering pass. It'll be tipped away from Prosser by McCann. We'll use the boards to get it to center ice. Crosby decks Prosser. Konechny comes over, gives Crosby a shot. Those two together again. They wrestle behind the play. Now it's Mike Matheson in the circle. Net by Patrick. Off the jam up. Crosby dislodges the puck. Drilled in the board.
2:30 left in the first.
Got it behind the goal. Crosby's pass is going to be intercepted. Good play by Nolan Patrick. Flyers though can't get it out. The hold by Letang. Elliott swipes it along the boards. Michael Raffl for Philadelphia. Angles the puck to center. It was missed by Voracek. 2:15 to go here in the first.
5 shots on goal by Philly. 6 shots on goal by the Penguins. New York, affirmative.
Brian Rust, when he turns that corner, he's able to draw the pen.
Commercial break, but as soon as the commercial break is over, I will resume the game audio. Hey, Tripper. Tripper's just sitting on my lap. Hey, buddy. I don't know if that's comfortable for you.
Tribute to Walter Gretzky. And as you have mentioned, and as Squire Barnes mentioned as well, Walter was Brantford, Ontario. Brantford, Ontario is Walter Gretzky. We know he was predeceased by his wife Phyllis, who passed away in 2005. We know that
Walter Gretzky?
He'd be living with Parkinson's disease. What is
Walter Gretzky, father of Wayne Gretzky. Memorial service, saying goodbye to Canada's hockey dad live.
What a great question.
Being laid to rest in Ontario.
I would say it's a mixture of both, really. I think at the end of the day,
he passed away at the age of 82. Walter Gretzky, Wayne Gretzky's father.
Within this community, he donated a lot to help out homeless shelters here, quietly behind the scenes. Obviously, a charity of choice for the Gretzky family, the CNIB, the Foundation for the Blind. So this is somebody who really has given back.
Well, we can play that during the intermission coming up here because the game's back on.
Like Matheson injured in the second game, so this is the first real look at what the Penguins initially intended for their
I think he watches
defenseman since basically game number 1. Penguins on the power play. Raffl for tripping. One-time blast. Malkin never got through.
Once again, that quick shot from the blue line.
That's 1-for-1 on the power play. Crosby circle to circle back in front. Score! Tic-tac.
Goal! Penguins! That's how they say it, right? They put it out like long.
That's pretty surgical right there, is it not? You win a face-off. What you do is you shoot it right away. You break down the defense, and then tick, tack, in tow and the chip in there for Brian Rust. A beautiful goal by the Penguins power play. 2 for 2. And Raffle with the penalty. Rust, who drew the penalty, scores the goal, and the Penguins are up 2-1.
How about these passing plays that we've seen from this Penguins team? Just some highlight reel, Globetrotters type stuff. With the goals that have been scored, not just in this series, but really all season. Some gorgeous passing plays, tape to tape to tape. Another one there, it's Rusty's 8. And yes, the Penguins 2 for 2 on the power play, also 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. In a penalty-filled first period, we've seen 6 minors in total. The Penguins by far the better team. With the special teams, 90 seconds to go in the first.
Spanish accent? What even would be a Spanish accent? I don't even know.
Play. Teddy Bluger from center.
Hi, Tripper.
Met by Gostisbehere. Let's see Van Riemsdyk in. Puts the shot on net stop. And Van Riemsdyk a little too aggressively in the crease. The Penguins will take exception.
Ooh, they're fighting.
As they should.
Ooh, they fight.
ABR went in with a
Ooh,
purpose,
they going.
and that purpose was to push players back after the whistle into the goaltender.
Ooh.
Tanev didn't like it, and he fought back, as did the rest of the Penguins. As a bunch. Maybe get a little nasty as we get into the end of this first period. And there is Riemsdyk.
Philly started that one. Philly started that fight, and then all the rest of the Penguins just jumped in and was like, all right.
Good old-fashioned Penguins Flyers. Yep. Maybe not to the degree of 40 years ago, but by today's standards, aggressive edge to it.
Aston Reese, you saw that hit earlier, and then there was a Crosby hit right in front of the Penguins bench. We'll see. Lots of time left for this one.
As both teams have said, this is like a playoff series. We've treated this like a playoff series. McCann got drilled by Gostisbehere, and McCann gets up and now gets back defensively.
Oh, is this not? Oh, okay. It just refreshed. I was like, what the
3 seconds
frick?
ago in the first period. Penguins leading 2-1. It's a 2 power play goals. Malkin and Rust. Cruising back is Provorov. That fellow puncher and Malkin. Provorov.
That man fell so gracefully and just got right back up.
Riemsdyk back in front, and a penalty coming against Pittsburgh as Couturier was impeded in the eyes of the referee. Pettersson arguing.
Oh, they're saying penalty on Pittsburgh.
Provorov. He kind of used the net as his ally. He got the edge on Malkin. He shrugged him off, a little spinorama, and watched the Flyers come up ice. Couturier, Van Riemsdyk, and Pettersson going to take another penalty because he got that stick parallel.
Another penalty for Pettersson.
Earlier, and he took it right. Boy, looked like he got it right on the chin. Gostisbehere stood him up at the blue line, and just
Marcus Pettersson hooking now. He had holding before.
And almost looked like he got that right on the head.
Hooking the call to Marcus
Sofia
Pettersson.
Vergara
Big 36 seconds here.
Samala.
The Pens can continue with the success on the PK and go into the dressing room with
Sofia Vergara is Colombian. Yeah, I speak Spanish.
Tanev pushed it forward, but we held in by Provorov. Hayes off the wall, shooting, it escaped. Pinballs back to center ice. Konechny recovers, goes to Provorov.
Power play for
Power play
Philly.
For the Flyers, over 2 at 3 shots on goal. Giroux cruising in. On the goal, and Patrick bumps it back, not hard enough, and it'll be poked away from Provorov. Maybe a chance for Tanev. 10 seconds ago, runs out of room, collects the puck, walks out, shoots, didn't get much on that, the puck goes wide.
He fanned on the shot to the net, and we're right by the stick of Bluger who had a chance. That was offside.
6/10 of a
My
second
cat's
to go
just
in
so
the period.
precious. She's
So
just
that
chilling
almost
out
was a
there,
pass, didn't it?
standing there, looking outside, enjoying life.
Around the goal line, went to the net. She
Yeah, they both speak
one way,
Spanish.
tried to shoot the other way. Went
Salma,
off the
I'll have to
stick,
search
right
up
by
Salma. Is that the?
stick.
I don't know.
Oh man, I don't know if he saw it coming across through the traffic. It was right by his blade. He had a wide open net. And that would have been a huge goal.
No question about it. It was due maintaining their 2-1 lead after 20 minutes of play. But Bob, a lot of penalties and the special teams, huge part of the story here. Penguins 2 for 2 on the power play.
Well, they came in with a mission. I think
It is now time for the first intermission. While the first intermission's playing, I'll play the memorial
Nice to be
series.
around, like Kevin Lowe said, and Mark Messier said. He made other people feel good, and it was about life with Walter. It really wasn't hockey that much that you would think of with Walter. It was about life. You know, 5 kids, a great wife in Phyllis, a wonderful home in Brantford. It was about family. It was about home. It was about being respectful. It was about knowing your place in life and giving the best that you can. And if you're going to do it, give it the best you can. And there was a piece earlier on this show, which is excellent, by the way. There was a piece earlier referring to what Walter had taught Wayne about being where the puck is going
Why
to
you
be.
didn't correct me when I
And
said
that
I want
goes
to
back
see him
also
be
Gordie Howe,
great.
who was
Keep
his
reading the
great
Cassie.
hero. And Gordie
Oh,
was
yeah.
exactly the same. Wayne, if you meet Wayne and you've never had the opportunity,
She's an
but
old
those of
girl.
you who
She's
have
16 years
will
old.
understand exactly what I'm saying. And that is that Wayne Gretzky, and if you talk to Wayne Gretzky, he's the nicest person you will ever meet, and the most accommodating. And there is nothing except just real, shall I say, a quality about him that sort of sets you aside. When you're with him, you feel good about being around him. And he's very quiet-spoken, well-spoken, doesn't swear anything, you know, none of this. He's just but that club of the 80s also had a whole bunch of guys that were like that. They all were like that. They were all nice guys, and they were, you know, they were great with the fans, and that's the story of Walter Gretzky that I know, because Gordie Howe, I asked Gordie one time, Gordie, why is it that, he says, here's what you have to know, Brian. It isn't about the ability to shoot a puck or take a pass or score goals. It's about anticipation. If you have anticipation, and I grew up with that, and I started watching hockey players, and all the really great ones, you would see, Lemieux, any of them, they would go where they knew the puck was going to wind up, and they'd take a shortcut, and they'd be there when the puck got there. And that was what the big thing was with Walter when he taught that to Wayne. Anticipation. Try and anticipate exactly where the puck is going to be. And that's why one of the reasons he was as great as he was, surrounded by marvelous talent. I remember Glenn Sather telling me as they moved along in the NHL and they were coming to free agency and the salary cap. And he said, this is going to change, these two things change the face of hockey forever. And he said, I have a team of 7 All-Stars, Hall of Famers. And I know I'm not going to be able to keep them all. So this is what happened, but that was the story of Walter Gretzky. A different story for me because this is where it began. The roots were here after Brantford. Wayne is a pro, the roots were here, and this is where it was all established for him. But the seed had already been sown.
The cat's female, but I was just like,
Wayne, but with his brother Keith, who is the general manager and runs the farm team down in Bakersfield, California, the Condors, American Hockey League, and the other people who are surrounded in that family. But you also had the reference to the CNIB, and he would come here, Walter, and do, you know, things for the CNIB locally. He was always around, and we would spend nights in a local restaurant, very quiet. And we wouldn't always be talking about hockey. We'd be talking about life and about other people and about family and the importance of being respectful and saying, you know, just understand you've been given a God-given ability or you've been given the things in life.
Kylie, what's going on, Kylie?
Appreciate
How you
it.
doing?
Thank you,
Hey.
God, for it. And that's the way
What's going on?
Gretzky was. And that's the way Wayne
Right now it's
was.
an
That's why
intermission,
he
so
is
we're
what
just
he is
listening
today.
to
And
Walter
you take a look at his
Gretzky.
family, Pauline and Walter.
Passed
And,
away
you know,
yesterday, so
the
this
fact
is
that,
like a
you
little
know,
memorial
Janet,
thing that they're
who we
having
met
for
when
him,
he was
and just
playing
people
for
are
the
talking
LA
about him.
Kings. You know, I mean, all
Through
these
global
stories
news.
they have, and Wayne was always there, humble as ever.
Oh, pardon me.
And I've been around many times when Wayne has spotted me in the crowd, and he would take time to come over and say hello. He didn't have to do that. He was there with a bunch of other people opening a restaurant at the International Airport under his name, and he'd see me in the crowd, and he'd stop and he'd say, excuse me, to the people he was with, and he would come back and come to the crowd, and he says, hey, Brian, how are you, man? And we, you know, that's the kind of person he is, not was. he still is. Just a great guy.
He really is, Brian, isn't he? He really is a reflection of Walter. Like, Walter didn't just teach him hockey. Walter taught him a lot about life and how to deal with people.
They're talking about Wayne too, Wayne Gretzky.
Yes, no, that's exactly what I was getting at. This is the story of Wayne as it started here, as we all got to know him and how he developed. He was only a kid, 17 years old when Nelson Scalpania got him. He was only a kid when he came here, like all the other guys. You know, the Coffees and the Yard people, and they all were just a bunch of kids who loved playing the game, and they were so close-knit. Kevin Lowe, I mean, he scored the first goal for them in the NHL. He was the draft pick for them, the first one. He's still here. He's a big part of the operation, and
Oh, we paused. I got orange in between my nails. Don't mind me, I'm just peeling an orange.
and look at all those guys. They're all the same. If you talk to Kevin, where you can be backed up if you have to tell a story about something, and you know you want to be able to have to, because that's the way it is when you're in an area where you're idolized and you're followed. And they were very careful where they went around the city, but they always were together, and they still are. They're the heart and soul of one another, really, and they will never ever forget one another, or never ever forget those times of the 1980s here in Edmonton. And of course, with Walter, he was Wayne's dad, but he was everybody's dad. All the guys loved him. It was terrific. And you know, you can't say enough about his mother, Phyllis. She, the odd time, would be out here, and look how quiet she was and how nice she was. And I mean, that's just the way the family is. And if you talk to his brother Keith, as I said, managing now the farm club down there in Bakersfield, California, he's exactly the same too. And they're all, you know, sure, they're hockey people, but first of all, they're good human beings.
Oh, they're showing little things
the
of
importance of having respect,
Walter
of
too.
having love, of having caring for those that they are around. That's why they have the wonderful families that they do. That's why they are what they are still today. And you've got to have, as Walter nurtured Wayne and Keith and the others, the 5 kids, and he's got great-grandchildren now. I mean, as he nurtured Wayne and the boys, and the thing is that they also know they've got to do it with the young people of today. They've got to, with kids who were born in the year 1990,
Not
they
gonna
didn't even
cry.
know Wayne Gretzky. They didn't know him to see him play. He's a
I might cry.
figure to them. You know, and Gordie Howe was very influential in his life. Very influential. Wayne would tell me about that many a time, and so would Walter. I mean, they all were so close-knit, and they were in contact with one another, but they were all the same when it came to being a decent human being. And that's the story of Walter Gretzky. Sure, he's recognized as the father figure of hockey dads in our country, hockey-mad country, but he's more than just a father figure.
Oh, he's getting a
of
police
hockey
escort.
dads. He's just a wonderful human being who passed from this earth at the age of 82 and left behind not just a great hockey player, maybe the greatest ever to play the game, but left behind so many friends and so many loving children. And, you know, it's a shame.
I wonder where he's being laid to rest. Whoopsies.
Great-grandchildren I'm not going to get to know.
In Ontario, yeah, but
I mean, that's the way it
Brantford.
is, but they'll certainly know about him, and they'll know his legacy.
Yeah.
It was about the man, Squire. It was about the man, not the hockey dad. It was about the man. Yeah.
Brian, you are a gem as always, my friend. Thank you for joining us today.
Nice seeing you, Squire.
Nice seeing you too, Brian.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Really enjoy the show. Oh,
Thank
boy.
you. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Well, Brian Hall, what great insight to have there, Squire.
Yeah,
I was
Brian-
listening to him the whole time with his stories, and
Brian is someone who, well, he's been in Edmonton forever and was there during the glory years of the Oilers in the 80s. And, you know, it's funny, that team was amazing, that time was amazing, and I don't think we'll ever see this again. I don't think we'll ever be able to live this story again of the Gretzky family. This was a one-off. There are going to be great players. There are great players now. There are great families. But there was something about this family and something about that story of Walter and Wayne and the rest of the Gretzky clan. We'll never see it again. But it's wonderful that we got to see it, and we will have the stories of Walter Gretzky forever.
They were every Canadian family in some ways, but as you mentioned, Squire, they were a uniquely dynastic Canadian family, and as you mentioned, we likely won't see the likes of this again. Now, we heard Brian Hall mention there the anticipation that Walter taught Wayne on the ice. He played the game differently. He was always one step ahead of all the other players on the ice. How did that change the game going forward? How are we seeing the hallmarks of that now on the ice in the NHL in 2021?
Well, you know, back in the 70s and even before that, hockey was kind of more of a straight line game. And, you know, players stayed in their lanes, basically. The wingers were on the wing, the center was in the center. And Wayne Gretzky was different. He did things that nobody had ever seen before. Like, for one thing, and I don't know if Walter taught him this, but, you know, Walter did teach him to think differently on the ice. The old bit that Wayne Gretzky would do when he'd go behind the net, the opposition net, and then watch the play develop and see who he could pass it to, and it became known as Gretzky's office. And Gretzky would go to places like you would obviously think that every team in the NHL before the game said, whatever you do, don't lose track of 99. If we lose track of 99, he's going to score. But they would lose track of him because he was stealthy. He could find spots on the ice where the other team wasn't, or he was also equally as gifted as a passer.
It is currently the first intermission of this game. The second period will be getting started shortly. Right now,
think ahead, like a chess master. Think one.
They're just showing the Walter Gretzky little memorial service that they're having.
Play the old way. If we have guys who have talent, we can use them differently. And that's how they use them.
Okay, and Squire, speaking of not losing track of number 99, we do expect to see and hear from Wayne Gretzky, the great one, at his father Walter's service today, which is just getting underway now. Let's go live to Brantford, Ontario, as this gets underway.
And when I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and will take you to myself, that where I am, you may be also.
I am sure that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor anything else
showing them
will be able to separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus.
showing the casket being wheeled in the church. Church, cathedral. I don't know what's the correct thing to say. I just say church. Place of worship. Valid on Prime Sports, how you doing? Welcome, hello. Hello, Trent McShane. How you doing, Trent McShane? Hello, everybody. Welcome. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up on your way in. Right now, it's just Walter Gretzky's funeral service.
Well, good afternoon.
That we're playing until the game comes back on shortly.
And their families, a very warm welcome as we gather in God's name to celebrate Wally's life, to support each other in our grief, and to say farewell. I know we were expecting this. We anointed Walter back on February the 13th, thinking that was going to be his last night. Here we are 3 weeks later. In true Wally fashion, just as he exceeded all expectation in how he lived, so he exceeded all expectation in how he died. Same time, it doesn't seem to matter how long we've been expecting something. When it happens, it hurts. There's a finality about today that is really painful. And so that's why it's important that we gather together as we are doing. We're celebrating Walter, and we're thanking God for the extraordinary gift he was to each of us gathered here this afternoon.
Oh, it's nice that they're doing all this for him too.
In this province and this great nation. Walter was your father, your father-in-law, your grandpa, your friend. He was also Lord Mayor of Brantford, God's country, as he liked to call it, the world's greatest hockey dad, a beloved national treasure. Wayne recalls one time calling his mum in the early stages of Walter's recovery after his aneurysm in 1991 as Dad had boarded a flight from Toronto to Vancouver. Who was going to be there to meet him and help him when he arrived? Phyllis said, don't worry, everyone knows Walter. He'll be looked after just fine. Which of course he was. Walter, in many ways, belonged to us all. Now for the service this afternoon, everything that you need is going to be on the screen. Your responses are the ones highlighted in yellow. I'm going to invite you now please to be seated as Wayne comes forward to share some reflections on his father's life.
Oh, here comes Wayne Gretzky to... Hi, Mike. How you doing, Mike? Hi, Mike. We still have to get the everything. We still have to get the video filmed, Mike, but we will have it filmed.
With the pandemic that we've had,
Wayne Gretzky now talking about his father
throughout the world,
at his funeral service.
North America, I really wanted to tell everyone that my dad and my sister and our family were so conscious of it that COVID had nothing to do with the passing of my father. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, he sustained a bad hip injury. And as he just said earlier, we thought weeks ago that the end was here. He has tremendous amount of faith like I've never seen, but he had a love for life and he didn't want to leave. And we were 21 days sitting with him and just enjoying life, and we got a chance and an opportunity to tell stories. Our grandchildren had never seen my dad after his brain aneurysm. We were telling them all, you're thankful that you didn't know him before his brain aneurysm because he was a lot tougher. So it's been a tough time. I want to thank everyone in the community who dropped off food, who dropped off sandwiches. They knew we were all there for 21 days. My sister was a champ. She was beside him each and every minute of the day. The grandkids were wonderful. My dad and mom, I know, are so proud. So I thought I would tell a couple stories. I didn't know. I spent the last 4 nights talking with my wife, Janet, thinking what I was going to say. And like I usually do, I try to just kind of wing it and speak from my heart. So years ago, as everyone knows, my dad was such a huge sports fan and hockey guy. And we were playing in a hockey tournament outside of Toronto. And my dad was so proud of the fact we were going to play against better teams than little towns in this area. And on a Friday night, we were going to the tournament, and my mom said to him, Walter, we're going to have this baby this weekend. And he said, it's okay, you can wait till we get back. So, Brent was born on the Saturday. We went to this tournament in Whitby, Ontario. We played against...
Talking about his father and stuff and everything. Aww. Well, it's nice though that everyone had those memories and there's lots of video footage and everything like that that you can always go back on and look on. Just like with this channel. I can always go back on this channel and see my father and I's videos. And everything like that. Hi, Dre! What's going on, Dre? Weezy, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome. Mike is not here to film because we haven't had like necessarily. We have to get some stuff before.
Jamie Gostisbehere drops it back. Well, Giroux, the 3-point game on Thursday. Kevin Hayes shoots the puck around. Giroux let it go. Konechny back in the same direction. Waiting for his Hayes. Hayes, tight space. Optimistic of Konechny. Bump back to the top of Brodrock. Again, Narisha comes in, score!
Oh!
With just 4 seconds to
go,
Philly! Ties the game for the Flyers.
No chance.
Philadelphia tying up the game. The score is now
Perfect
2-2.
screen. And Hayes just ripped it high. Take a look. It's going to come across. Left-handed shooter. There's Patrick with the shot. And Jerry's still looking for it. Look, Jerry. He's looking down. He's looking around. Patrick may have glazed him. But look at Jerry. He's trying to stand tall. Then he goes down. And that puck went right by Patrick. You wonder
That was a beautiful goal.
No, it didn't hit Patrick.
By Philly.
Didn't hit the goaltender. No chance for Jari. And again, just those big bodies on that power play, right as it was about to expire.
Hayes has been pretty quiet this week against the Penguins, but he was their top scorer in the playoffs last year. Flyers threatening again. Loose puck right to hash marks. Watt couldn't get a stick to it. It's turned over. The centering pass goes all the way through. Back up high. Braun a drive, and that's rejected. Gensel in the lane. Braun in deep. Flyers an aggressive start here to the second period. Ceci gets drilled by Obey-Kubel. And now off the scramble, Obey-Kubel pass into the middle. It's going to be intercepted. The Penguins with Crosby and Rust out to center. So power play goal for Philadelphia. A 2-2 score. One-handed in front by Rust. Nudged away from Gensel. Gensel will hop on it behind.
Earlier there was a little bit of a...
Indirectly to Pettersson.
There's some grappling going on earlier. They were not happy.
Swivels around. Drops it off for Marino. Squeezes by Lawton. Marino. Guarded by two Flyers. Looking for a play. Floats it across for Gensel. Now Crosby sets up shot behind the net. Here's the captain into the slot area. Off the stick of Kapanen. Recovers in the corner.
Oh.
Kasperi Kapanen. Into the feet. That one goes to Marino all the way down. Jari, the quick up. Flyers reach Pittsburgh's Malkin.
Pittsburgh. Oh, Pittsburgh getting the puck stolen away from them.
Got to Kapanen.
No, that wasn't a good decision by Malkin. A great decision by Jari with that. Boy, he's so strong to shoot that puck all the way to the far blue line.
Score's all tied up now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monstar Sports Entertainment. I'm your host, Molly. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way and subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell for notifications.
It was too late after he
appreciate all of you being here.
Made the wrong decision. The Penguins had a great
well, eight of you. Oh, hello. All 8 of you in the chat. What's going on? Hello.
Puck intended for
Hi. Oh, I'm unfocused. There we go.
Flyers go for the dump and change as they spill over the board.
What's going on, everybody?
Going cross ice for Brandon Tanev. And net by Provorov. Guides the puck in deep. Aston Reese's stick was tied up. Back to Dumoulin and it goes down. Slides across for Letang. Letang shooting, fought off by Elliott. This Letang's been red hot. 5 goals in the last 7 games.
He's only the 16th shot of this game. 8 apiece.
It's been tight check and surprising the low shot totals, all the power play and special teams work that we've seen. Each team with a power play goal. Penguins with 2. They're 2 for 2. Flyers now 1 for 3 with the man advantage. Nice pick off at center by Evan Rodriguez. Over the line with Jankowski and Lafferty. Rodriguez trying to drop pass. Flyers emerge with possession. And the puck is chipped in by Michael Roppel, and he will head to the bench.
Well, you want to look at shots. You have to shoot the puck. You can't be trying these back plays, and that's exactly what the Penguins have done in the last 2
when these men fall,
shifts, but now they
when they fall, and then all of a sudden they just like get up so gracefully, I'm like, how?
It was tripped up.
Ooh! Philly in the box.
It's a trip.
Yikes.
And the Penguins will go on that power play. There's Konechny, just reaching. Just reaching.
Is that a hooking call?
Take a look at Tristan Jari. The Islanders, the Flyers are changing. You see he gets it right up.
Did Flyers just get a hooking call?
And there's Malkin. Now, I'm not so sure. Somebody wasn't, you hate that. I've played in games where guys have yelled for the puck. Drop it, and it's the opposition.
Oh, tripping.
Gino.
Yes.
Oh.
Trickery. Who knows, but obviously should have shot the puck. We're going to step aside Penguins to the power play when we come back.
Commercial break. There is a tripping call on Philly. So Pittsburgh now has the 2-minute power play. Hour and a half into the game. Only remember she has to read the chat, says Mike. Ha ha ha, Mike. I have been reading the chat, so. Yeah, they both speak Spanglish. Oh, is that actually what that league is called? Spanish English. It's like English but with a Spanish accent. Is that what that means? I don't know. Come here. Hi, honey. Oh, my finger. Say hi to Mike even though he hates you. Wow, your breath smells not the best. I apologize. I know, I'm the one that gave you the food. The food has some salmon in it and now you get some fishy breath. Some fishy breath, my love. My love. Fishy breath, my love. My love. Isn't it? Oh. Oh, honey. I'm trying to put you like this. There we go. This is my cat Tripper, everybody. She is 16 years old. Yes. You heard that right. 16 years old. She is old. Like... So, Mike, by the time you're 4 months, is it? Was it 6 months or 4 months? However long it was, once your time is up, the recipe will be done by then. So don't worry. Oh, going back to it.
That goal was in. It didn't take long.
Pittsburgh power play for 2 minutes.
Clean face-off win for Crosby. Drifting down the boards, Letang. Rust up attempt, stopped by Elliott.
Oh!
Scramble, the shot, the save made. Letang.
Pittsburgh with a power
right
play.
in the slot. Malkin slides it over to Crosby. Ryan Rust.
4 months? Yeah, then
on the power play.
it'll be done by then. You'll get it. Don't worry,
back
Mike.
to center, tucked inside the zone, offside.
Right off the face-off once again. The Penguins get a great opportunity. Letang. Mobility. The little curl around from Rust. You know, Rust is... He didn't even play the power play a couple of years ago. All these different moves that you see. Some of the guys that have been great over the years on the power play. And that's just another feather in the cap there to Brian Rust.
Connecting the penalty box. The Penguins with the number 1 unit back on. Letang straight away. Bottom up going to Rust. Wine shoots. It's blocked up high. And a follow-up chance right in front. Gensel's stick was tied up. Out come the Flyers. Maybe short-handed. 2 Penguins get back, though, to join Letang. Hayes off the boards. Always have to watch out for Kevin Hayes. Tied to the league leading short-handed goals last season.
You go sit down, Tripper.
Gensel and Crosby and company still on. Pens pour in with Rust. Puck finds its way to Malkin. Slap pass. Rust pulls up. Flyers stopped on the rebound.
Oh.
Rust to lose the stick to Crosby. The Flyers will clear.
Well, the Penguins consistently are looking for that kind of shot pass off the goaltender, off the cage a little bit.
Malkin got into the zone. Marino bunched up at the half wall. Rodriguez some power play time for the Pens. Malkin's still out here as the lone player remaining from the first unit. Gets checked below the goal line. 18 seconds left in the penalty to Konechny. Puck is deflected into the stands.
Puck in the stands.
Furniture, appliance, and mattress.
Sweet, I gotta run, Molly. For sure, Mike. That's alright, Mike. Thank you for coming in, showing your support. Appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up on your way out, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for showing up. See you next time. See you whenever we can. Bye, Mike. Bye. Bye. See ya. Thank you for showing up.
Cam's been good
Appreciate
against the Flyers this year. 4 points in the earlier games of the season series. On the second unit, Evan Rodriguez joining him. At time winding down. And a tripping penalty to Travis Konechny.
You want to be aware of that if you're the Penguins here.
Penguins power play over.
Barry Kapanen, too far ahead for Rodriguez. Kapanen glad to take it. On the wall, Konechny out of the box. Lead pass Nolan Patrick over the line with the drop pass. Try to return feed. And covered was Patrick. Roffel gets bumped by Rodriguez. Drop to the ice. Rodriguez digs it out as an option to Kapanen. Off of McCann and nudged out to center. A lot of special teams and 5-on-5 Pretty tight checking, 11-8. The shots on goal in favor of Pittsburgh. 2-2 score. Waiting for the puck, John Marino.
Archer, what's going on, Archer?
Got the puck in deep.
How you doing, Archer? What's going
Off
on?
the boards, Flyers clear to center. Also back-to-back for Philadelphia. Figured Elliott would go tonight and he'll play tomorrow at home against the Washington Capitals. So both teams using both goaltenders here this weekend. Expect to see Casey DeSmith tomorrow. The evening game comes from the Rangers. Flyers into some trouble behind the goal. Puck is loose in the corner. Grabbed by Aston, recycle to Bluger. Bluger against Obey-Cubel. Came to the half wall. Lindblom relieves the pressure for Philadelphia. The center ice is played by Pettersson.
What a big game this is for both hockey clubs fighting for that last playoff spot. The Flyers stealing a clean 2 points. Oh boy, they almost had a breakaway there.
Flyers 27 points, Penguins 25 points. Hayes cuts on in. Now Scott Lawton looking for Hayes. Around to Konechny. Wanted a turnaround shot off traffic. Now Prosser off the end wall. Travis Konechny. Back to the point. Wrist shot into a crowd off the scramble. And it's teed up. Konechny gathers the puck in. Goes to Prosser.
Doing good. What about you? Doing pretty good. Just chilling out. Tripper sitting on my lap. Hey,
Tying
buddy.
goal here in the second period. Pass picked off by Crosby. Now Gensel removes the pressure. Off the boards to center.
Good strong defense there by Pettersson and Ceci playing together.
Was guided in by Joel Farabee. Second year forward, second leading scorer, 19 points, 10 goals. Led in scoring by James Van Riemsdyk, 26 on the year. He's wristed in, up for grabs, got another penalty coming up. Wrestling match going on. Is Pettersson going off again?
I think he is. I just don't know how he can't see that he's in a situation where he doesn't need to play the player there. The Flyers had a better angle to the puck. And Pettersson...
Is Pettersson?
Again, goes to the box here.
What the frick? Pettersson keeps getting more and more penalties. This is his third penalty of the game.
And Pettersson went out of his way to take down the Flyers' JVR in that situation.
Interference, Marcus Pettersson.
But from my vantage point, when
2
you're behind a player
minutes.
and you're fighting for position,
Power
on the
play
backside in that
for
situation,
Philly.
you have to let the player go. You get yourself back to the front of the net. You don't need to take a player down when he's just going into the puck
Hi,
to try to
Kiwi.
get
What's going on,
possession.
Kiwi? Kiwi? Is it Kiwi?
And bad
Or
penalties?
Kiwi?
That's not a bad.
I'm not good at pronouncing
That's not a
names.
good penalty there for Pettersson.
Yeah, the first two.
Blaze, what's going on,
Blaze?
Blaze?
Prime
Go
looks.
Pens, even though I don't
That
really
one.
watch hockey at all. So
Third
it's
minor
Blaze.
penalty taken by Marcus Pettersson and the Flyers in the face-off. John Couturier swings it back to the point. Gostisbehere. Voracek, field a one-timer. Kicks to the corner for Couturier. John Couturier, 18-point scoring streak, threw it into the middle. Bounced off a couple of sticks. Couturier for Gostisbehere. Jake Voracek at the half wall. Accepts the pass. Takes a look. Tap back to Gostisbehere. Drive. Stopped and gathered in by Tristan Jarry.
Nice job, Marino boxing out. Tristan Jarry playing the puck challenge.
I am chilly.
He's outside the blue paint. Watch the way he moves himself out here. There he goes, up top. Yeah, right there. That's where you have to be so that JVR.
So I have
he
on
can't
my
get that
bougie
deflection.
sweater.
Look at Dumoulin. We talked about him coming back into the lineup. Marino boxing out on
Because
the other side.
I am
That's how you do it. Let the
chilly.
goaltender play the puck. And you take away the man
My
and the
gold on
sticks.
it, it's fuzzy.
That
Ooh,
net front
look at
area
me.
has been so critical. The Penguins struggled their defending against Philadelphia this year. 14 goals in the first 7 games from right around that crease area or tip-ins.
It's not easy. They have some great players in front of the net, big players, that are able to take away the space there in the goaltender's vision, and it's really tough for the Penguins. You got to be tough.
Giroux knifes his way in. Puck up for grabs at the top. Stolen away by Bluger. Provorov to beat. Bluger driving in. Got the shot off.
Oh!
Stuck Bluger hard into the end boards. Bounced back up.
Pittsburgh was close to getting a goal there on Philly's power play.
Lob to the corner.
Philly,
Collected by
50
Giroux.
seconds
Up
left
high
on the power
Provorov.
play.
Hayes, one-timer blocked by Rodriguez.
With 10 minutes left
Angling
in
with
the
Patrick.
second
Hayes
period.
slides it over to Provorov. Giroux, one-timer rocket, but it's off the end wall. 34 to go, the Penguin disadvantage. Giroux, Provorov, one-time blast, blocked up high. Evan Hayes, Ivan Provorov, Hayes scans the zone. Provorov at the center point. Hayes turns the stick. Penguins in that box defense, tossed on goal. Stop looking for the tip was Patrick. Penguins can't clear. Provorov, Giroux, Flyers captain, guarded by Jankowski. Flipped in deep, centering pass by Hayes through the top of the crease. Scooped up by Jankowski, and the Penguins will kill it off. Some close calls, but a successful PK nonetheless, and we remain at 2-2.
Now you can get the big guys on the ice, the Malkins, the Crosbys. You got to stay out of the penalty box.
A lot of penalties this afternoon on both sides. Malkin with authority. Backhand pass across. Letang looking for the stick of McCann. McCann taken out effectively by Konechny. Going to the circle by Letang. Cleared out. Sprinting after it will be fair if he gets there ahead of Matheson. And he got knocked down. Flyers pleading for a penalty call. Farabee shaken up. Penguins on the counterattack. Jared McCann carries the puck into enemy territory. Matheson shoots and it's caught by Elliott.
Dang, that was a nice save by
right here.
Philly's goalie.
Yeah,
Elliott.
Rimsdijk didn't like it, nor did Couturier. He gave the Flyers a shot. Was that Farabee? Right before he was.
Damn, they be fighting on the sidelines. They be punching each other,
Malkin's getting his shots
pushing each other. Damn.
With one linesman in
People
between
from the
those
sidelines.
two. It was a little shot
Damn.
by Matheson, right?
Philly went after the people on the
Chasing
sidelines
down
too.
into the corner.
Gloves
Right
came
between the two
off.
benches. Letang and Van Riemsdyk exchanged some shots. Matheson in there. After the hit on Farabee, you can hear the Flyers immediately up in arms as soon as that hit was made by Matheson. Looking for a penalty call. Arms did not go up from the officials. New officiating crew, Frederick Lecuyer, Steve Kozari working this game.
Yeah, they had already given the Penguins a couple of
Dre saying,
penalties.
LOL, love these games.
And
Me
they
too.
didn't want to call one here. There's the interference before Farabee got to the.
Oh, that was the interference. Okay, so Matheson on Pittsburgh was the one who initially was roughing with Philly, and then Philly went after him on the sidelines when he was going up towards the sidelines. That's when the Philly dude came back. Because Matheson on Pittsburgh was the one who did that first. And then he was like, I ain't having this. And bang, pow, punch him in the face. So now there's going to be, they're looking at having a power play. And they're actually saying here there's going to be a power play on Philly because Pittsburgh was the one who was the one with the interference call originally. So now Philly's going to be getting a power play and getting a chance to get a goal and take the lead here in the second with 7:42 left in the second. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. 2 people are in the box. There's 2 people in the box. 1 on each team.
Tightness of a playoff game and typical Penguins
4 on 4. Ooh, both. Oh, so they both got a penalty for that one.
11 minor penalties have been called in this game.
Because the guy came after him, so minor penalty. 4 on 4.
And a 2-2 score.
All tied
A lot
up.
of extra ice out there. Hard pass. Taken off the boards by Voracek. Flyers having a hard time entering the zone. Now they'll do so. Sanheim flips in. Ryan Rust. Flyers get it back to Gostisbehere, shooting it.
Oh!
Voracek cruising in front. Shane Gostisbehere.
Damn!
From the blue line, 4-on-4.
Goal, Philly!
Well, my first thought is the goalie saw
Philadelphia with that beautiful goal.
Traffic as the puck came in.
I'm cheering for the Penguins.
I don't know if he was just beat.
Memorial service still on. Oh, okay.
Comes to the point after the 2-on-2, and it's a long-range shot. I'm not so sure that it was touched at all. It was a blistering shot, there's no question. I thought Voracek got in there a little bit late. And quite frankly, I was a little surprised that the puck went in from that kind of distance, but that's why you shoot the puck.
Looks like Shane Gostisbehere's goal is third of the season. A guy who's dealt with a lot of injuries over the last few years. And out of the lineup, very good season for him. Big try by Lindblom on a shot from Giroux, answered by Jari. Lindblom throws it to open ice. Back and forth, the affair continues. Now the Flyers reclaiming the lead. 50 seconds to go. Defending this two, Van Riemsdyk and Letang. Giroux will throw it back into his own zone. Ivan Provorov. That one into the feet of Hayes. That'll be an icing call.
Oh, they're saying an icing call.
Take one more look and see if we can see what Tristan Jari was looking at. This goal from Gostisbehere. Player going to the net. Here's the shot. Was it touched? It wasn't touched at all. But certainly Tristan Jari had to be distracted with Voracek. That's the only thing I can think, because it wasn't tipped. It was a long-range shot from the blue line.
Hello, Dad.
Nothing away from Gostisbehere, but it's tough to beat a goaltender on a shot like that from that kind of distance.
Gostisbehere scored 17 goals his rookie season. As I mentioned, a lot of injury issues. They won 42 games last year. So far, good bounce back year for him. 18 seconds to go in a 4-on-4 hockey. Puck was loosened by Marino, skated out by Gensel. Gensel, Crosby hustling to join. Gensel delays and a sliding play. Get it off his stick.
7 seconds left. Okay.
By Travis Sanheim.
Power play over.
Into center. Sanheim knocked off stride by Luger.
Power play is over.
Crosby heads off.
6:27.
Dressing room. Keep an eye on that.
Left in the second period.
Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Off the end wall, Tanev. Short angle try stop by Elliott. UC rebound in front. Flyers defend it well. Get the puck to the neutral zone. Now good hustle from Van Riemsdyk. Net by Ceci. Floats it in front of Jari. Matheson took some contact. Goes back to puck to Cody Ceci, and we'll just ease it in. Number 4 takes Zach Aston-Reese. Tanev playing the body against Van Riemsdyk. John Couturier. Hook check at the line. Would have gone to play offside. Goal is Gostisbehere from Lawton and Voracek. Multi-point games from Scott Lawton, Travis Konechny.
It's been a long second period with all the penalties, power plays, and 4-on-4 situations.
Evgeny Malkin swooping and sets it up. Here's a drive from Dumoulin.
Oh!
Knob of the stick.
Elliott.
Pittsburgh tried for the goal, but couldn't get it. Bounced off.
Might put a lot of tape on your butt end of your stick if you're a goalie. Take a look, see what this hits.
What did it hit off of? Oh, it hit. Damn! That was just pure luck right there. What happened was Pittsburgh went to go get the goal, right? And Philly, Elliott, the goalie, went to go put a stick up a little bit, and the puck hit the top of his stick, the skinny part of his stick, the top of it, hit that and bounced away. Do you know the puck is about the size of like the end of that, so it was quite shocking. Whoopsies. This is the memorial service. Just putting on some of it while commercial break. man.
Kneel, sit, or stand as is comfortable for you for prayer.
Oh, the game is back on. The commercials are so short, so I can't play a whole lot of this during the commercials.
Yeah, that could be tough. You go home, you get, you know, get some good and some bad conversation.
We kind of talked about that in the feature, like Matheson was saying, back to Boston College days. And a partner who understands the situation,
Yes.
game day, and just the course of a season, things that the guys go through. Vice versa. I went into the net. I mentioned Sidney Crosby went down to the
Subway, eat fresh. Even though our bread is not technically bread, because there's so much sugar in it that it should not be considered bread. That is a true fact, by the way.
Battling back. A lot of one-goal games. It just seems like that each and every day. One-goal games. Although the Flyers have been involved in a lot of three-goal games this year. Matter of fact, they've had 10 games they've been involved in decided by 3 or more goals. For Pittsburgh, it just seems like every game's a one-goal game.
Sure does. And how much do you think it's the adjustments again?
5 minutes left
You see the same team over and over again. You make
until
tweaks,
the second
you have great
intermission.
coaching, as we see in this division. Got thrown right in front, unable to find the puck. It's Lindblom. Comes back on the attack with Gensel in front of Crosby. Poked at it, bumped it out of the air by Rust. Gets tangled up with Lindblom. Mike Matheson will retrieve for Pittsburgh. 4.5 to go. Second period. Flyers have taken a 3-2 lead this afternoon. 3 goals on just 12 shots. A lot of special teams work. Even the last goal, even strength, but it was 4-on-4. Team Goss spared the go-ahead goal. Luger into Lawton. Lawton a couple of points. Crosby, multi-point game on Pittsburgh's side. Jake Gensel as well. 2 helpers. Just Canada trying to sneak behind the defense. After stick from Elliott. Comes up the wall, turned over by Konecny. Teddy Bluger, dangerous pass at the top of the zone. He tipped out.
The reach of Hayes there. Just prior to that, the Reese Sandheim, his reach in front of the net. Can't look like he had a seam to the net.
Whoopsies.
He's 6'5", 216.
Fighting in the corner, trying to get the puck
Really
away. My
year
goodness.
for him last year. A nice addition. Got a good contract a couple of years ago with Philadelphia. Barry Kapanen drives his way in. Gets some support. Off the bench was Malkin. Dance past Couturier. Has an opening. Angles in the center. The game tightens up once again. 16-12 the shots in. Pittsburgh goals on the power play for Malkin and Rust. Flyers
Are you going for... Yes.
Pittsburgh ice.
Yes, I am.
With a high stick.
Not until, like...
Stare down between Pettersson
later,
and
though.
Farabee. Spring training baseball is here.
Whoop. I don't know if they're gonna... Oh, no, we're back.
James Farabee back in the lineup for Marcus Pettersson. You know, he came into this game with only 1 minor penalty. I know he's found himself in some tough positions in this game, so he just keeps battling. He's one of the best battlers I've seen play in a Penguin uniform the last couple of years.
And that's not a characteristic we've seen over the last few years.
No.
Having meatloaf, mustard on cheese loaf.
Marcus
Yum.
Pettersson, certainly not this year, as you said.
Not sure which side it'll be. That sounds really good. My goodness.
Dumoulin out the center. Didn't quite gain the line, but will go all the way down. Wasn't sure, but did have enough steam to
Yes.
get down toward the goal line, icing against Pittsburgh.
A lot of talk with the Penguins' bottom 6, if you want to call them that. The 3rd and 4th lines, they want to contribute. Jankowski had a great start to the season. Rodriguez, he got injured. He started with the Crosby unit, so they're trying to find the right combinations here on this 4th line, trying to find out what makes sense. I don't know if this makes perfect sense when you have Lafferty playing the left wing, but this is their best lineup they feel they have off of this face-off win by the Flyers. Just trying to get something going. They want to play the 4th line more. You have to. When you're playing these back-to-back games, the Penguins have 9 of them this year. This is only the second back-to-back. There's a long-range shot where Gretzkys scored.
Just throwing things
from that kind of range. And the Penguins are going to make a change. They're going to take the fourth line off the ice, off that face-off.
Need all hands on deck. A stretch of 14 games in 23 days. Second back-to-back of the season. It'll be another tough game against the New York Rangers. Rangers in action this afternoon in New Jersey.
2:33 left in the second period.
One hit, but not a second. Goes to Crosby, leaves it along the wall. Ceci was met quickly, swinging sticks in the puck to the high slot. And he's skated out by Gretzkys with the go-ahead goal. Eases the puck in, cruising back Ceci. Trying to bend off Farabee, get some support from Matheson. Will go to the right wing for Bluger. Jake Gensel hits the line. There's the puck in. And Bluger staying on along with Tanev and Aston Reese. Moving in was Aston Reese. It was turned over. Tanev, Aston Reese. He's
they have full game archives. Oh!
He sneaks out by Brian Elliott. The Penguins tie the game.
Penguins tying the game up. Damn.
Well,
Penguins tying the game up.
Woo! 6, the Penguins' third line. They score the tying goal here. As they win a battle on the wall, the puck goes into the corner. And there's the hole. I don't know where the hole was, but it did not look like Elliott got down, did he? Did it get under his pad? I don't know.
Damn.
But that's how they're taught to play those goals from that kind of angle. They don't all play it that way. Most do in the National Hockey League.
I got stuck.
Yeah, that somehow found a spot, and we're tied at 3.
Zach Aston Reese had the hot start when he got back into the lineup. Won his first 4 games, none in the last 7, but he's on the board here. McCann shot, juicy rebound again in front. Given up by Elliott, but Prosser's able to clear for Philadelphia. 4th goal of the season for Zach Aston Reese.
Those pesky Penguins strike again. Damn! All tied up 3-3 with 1:15 left
pass in the direction of Malkin.
in the second period.
See, some goaltenders, especially the veteran ones, they'll still stand up on that. And one of these goaltenders now are taught to go down. VH, and that one found a spot. Take a look. Sometimes that puck does have eyes, guys. And there it is. Certainly the stick wasn't in the way, and the pad not flat on the ice. You can see that little, there's a little curvature in that pad down there where the skate is. And
I think that was it, where that pad folds over the skate, right?
Just a little bit on that little area. It wasn't flat to the ice. And the puck
Damn,
was flat to
the
ice.
puck
That's why it went in.
just sneaked underneath of the pad that wasn't completely flat on the ice.
4th of the year, career high 8.
Yikes.
2019. Gensel off the turnover. Crosby swinging and this gets it back across for Rusty.
Oh! That was so close to being another goal by Pittsburgh, but just couldn't quite get it.
In a 4-3 lead.
Well, Crosby, he fanned on the
Damn. How's everyone doing today?
There, it hopped over his stick. He stuck with it. He gave it to Rust, who wanted to stop it and let the traffic go by and then put it in the cage. And puck luck for one player, none for the next. Go figure. The game of hockey.
The game of inches. It continues here. 54 seconds to go. It's not millimeters. Flyers again. Drive. It's caught by Tristan Jarry.
10 seconds left.
Letting it go. We're going to take a look at the East Division standings. 2 teams separated by 2 points. Penguins at 12-9-1. Flyers at 12-5-3. So a 2-point differential. A lot of 3-point games, meaning overtime games. So many nights where we're seeing both of these matchups get points. Got to keep pace. Top 4 make it into the Stanley Cup playoffs this year. Neat face-off win for Evan Rodriguez. 35 seconds left in the period. Dumoulin, a hard pass to center, steered in by Tanev and stopped by Elliott. Lawton using the boards. Letang off a flyer to Tanev. And Tanev shifting his way in. Tries the shot, but gets blocked. It was Bluger.
27 seconds left.
San High. A tag to Dumoulin. Looking for a tip was Tanev off the end wall. Rodriguez missed it. Overskated by Lawton, but he'll be backed up by Hayes. Time winding down here in period number 2.
But a pound of snow over there by the door on the Penguins bench, and the Flyers couldn't get through that snowbank. How did it all melted?
Well, usually accumulates right there as the players are headed off. In that area, some shoves here at the horn, but it looks like everybody's going to calm down. And this one will...
That is the end of the second period. The second period is now over. It is now the second intermission, and the third period will be getting underway shortly. Right now, I'm just going to put on some more of the Walter Gretzky funeral service.
Unity of the Holy Spirit, all honor and glory are your...
Whoopsies, I keep turning it off. I don't mean to. My button's touchy.
Almighty Father, now and forever. Amen.
Are they showing the breaking of the bread now?
And now, as our Savior taught us, let us pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us.
That's a new one.
Save us from the time of trial and deliver us from evil. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen.
Amen.
This is the bread which has come down from heaven. Those who eat this bread will live forever. Friends,
This is the Walter Gretzky funeral service.
For us, the people of God. Thanks be to God. Invite you now, please, to sit or kneel. The Anglican communion table is open to baptized members of whichever denomination. We welcome you this afternoon to receive the sacrament. If you don't wish to receive, please feel free to come forward. We simply ask that you cross your arms over your chest so that we know to give you a blessing rather than the sacrament. Now, during COVID, things are a little different for receiving. We receive in one kind only, so just bread only. There are going to be 2 stations for communion on either side of Walter's casket. So if you please form a line in the centre aisle and then go to either of the stations. We ask that you receive and then step aside, remove your mask, consume, and then the sanitizer on either side for you to wash your hands after you've communicated. And then back to your seats.
Molly, do you know how old Walter Gretzky was? Walter Gretzky, I believe they said, was 87? 82! Oh, I don't know if I could play that. I know it's just on the piano, but like knowing how YouTube is, they're gonna try to take that down. Walter Gretzky was 82 years old. Apparently, the beginning to mid-February, he fell and had a hip injury, and they thought that he was going to pass then, and then he survived another 3 weeks and then passed away. I believe it was yesterday. At the age of 82, Walter Gretzky passed away. So I just don't know. They're just doing the communion service right now anyways. They're not doing any speaking. But yeah. Yeah. I'll just put on some of this for now because, as I said, they're just literally doing the communion and just playing some piano music, but I'm not sure, as I said, what I can and cannot play music-wise, because YouTube
is that just because you're about to play your 9th consecutive period against
sensitive to that, so...
Yeah, I guess it gets a little heated there at the end, but, you know, I mean, special teams are a big part of the game, and, you know, obviously you see it tonight, we have 1, they have 2, and, you know, the penalty kills, you know, got to be big for us, and we just got to keep going.
Shane, thanks so much for the time.
Thanks.
Well, how does a 2-0 break?
Oop, I gotta pause that one. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. Relaxing, chillaxing. I don't even know what any of those songs are. Hope everyone is doing well. Like I said, we're just relaxing here, watching some hockey. I don't even know if I introduced myself as well. Usually I introduce myself. Hello everybody. My name's Molly. How are you guys doing? What's going on? I'm a university student, and in about a month I'm going to be halfway done nursing school. That's weird to think about. Ew. Oh, that's so weird to think about. That's so weird to think about. That's so weird. And like, I'm almost halfway done nursing school. Ooh. That's scary. I'm in my 2nd year. It's a 4-year program. It's work, but I mean, it's totally worth it in the end. Very much worth it. But it's weird to think about. But yeah, I'm Molly. Hello. I hope everyone's doing well. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up and on your way in. They're just showing some highlights here.
It works against him here. You're going to watch. He gets the puck through the neutral zone. It's going to come up on his stick. He's driving. Now you need a solid
sounds very retro.
drive if you can get it, right? Something to continue to open up. Even that's happening.
Yes, anyone new, smash that thumbs up and subscribe. Yes. Oh, I'm scared to open this. It's gonna... Whoop. Drinking my sparkling water with no flavoring in it. Usually I put a flavoring in it, but I did it today. And you may think, wow, you were a psycho for doing that. And honestly, it's alright. Because I like it. That's all that matters. Makes me feel like I'm drinking static. And I love it, so. Every single time I take a sip of it, it's like I put water in my mouth and dropped an Alka-Seltzer in. That's what they're called, right? Alka-Seltzers or whatever. Or Airborne, one of those Airbornes. Do be vibing though. Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't able, because usually I don't use this site, but the normal thing that I usually use is not there, so was not working. So I found this one. So now we're using this one. But yeah, they're showing highlights, but I can't show them, well, I can't show them anyways, but I can't put on the audio. There you go.
That's the kind of play that can happen, and I think his ice time is showing that. But it's a shame because he's got this ability that other players don't have in his team, and they want that speed and that toughness. That one went against them. It's a tough break right there.
All right, let's take a look at our Pennsylvania lottery by the numbers through 2 periods of play. And as we see again, this tie game here, special teams.
It's a tied game here. 14 shots on goal by Philadelphia, 19 shots on goal by Pittsburgh. "12 penalty minutes by Pittsburgh and 10 by Philly. That train car is going vertically. Excuse me? That train car is going vertically. I feel like that's what? What? That made my brain hurt. What? I guess it's like a tourist thing, and then they like go up the little railing, and you go all the way up, I guess, instead of like those sky cars, you know what I mean? It was just like on like a train track, and it was going up this huge hill. That's kind of cool, actually. Also, we have this, I did not know that we had 2 ski resorts. Just outside my city. I didn't know we had 2 of them. I thought we only had 1. I thought we only had Loch Lomond. We also have Mount Baldy. Had no idea. I thought Mount Baldy was this place where all these bougie rich kids go on vacation that's like hours and hours away. Apparently it's just out of the city. And it's actually cheaper to go there than to go to Loch Lomond, apparently. And I was like, why have I never gone there? If it's cheaper, and it's the exact same darn thing. It's the same thing with the ski lift and everything. Exact same thing, except Loch Lomond is more expensive. And there's also different hills and stuff for skiing and all that. And I was like, I've never known about this place, and why have I never gone? So now I know what I'm going to be doing next winter, because the snow is like almost all melted now. It's a lot melted. And also I'm still in school, so I don't got the patience. But Lily had no idea. But yeah, learn that new. Apparently. Ow. Oh, boop.
Well, the series victory against the Flyers.
Right on, Rob. When you look at this 20 minutes right now, this is the determining one. This is what they're all looking at. You get a 3-3 game, obviously, against the Flyers. This 20 minutes is about detail, tough in front of the net. The lines are important. Don't make turnovers. Get it deep when you don't have a play. Get hard on your forecheck and pucks to the net. They're getting by both sides tonight right now. Elliott's not picking some up. We saw Jari miss one from the point from Gostisbehere. Throw it to the net and go from there. Big play.
That'll do it for the second intermission report. Jay and I will be joined by Colby Armstrong for Penguins postgame presented by Pacific Memorial Homes Family of Service.
Now, the last period, the third period will be coming on quite shortly here. That scares me when it's a photo but they animate it to like move. That spooks me. that woman. It's an H&R Block commercial, and this woman is sitting there with her sweater on and her jeans, and she was just talking on the phone, and it just showed the room that she was sitting in was just such a mess, and I'm like, that woman must be a mother, and probably a few seconds away from a breakdown. That's what it looked like. Stop. I'll set you for later. Somebody has epilepsy. I apologize. I did not mean to do that. 4. Oopsies. There we go. Game should be starting here shortly. It is just a commercial break, but as soon as the third period starts, I will turn back on the game audio, and it should be coming up right after this commercial. So there's no really real reason for me to put on any music or anything like that, because it's literally just about to come right back on. Whoa, that man got flipped upside down. On Calgary Flames. It was showing an advertisement for the game tonight against Calgary, and don't remember who it was now, but they body checked Calgary, and he went whoa, and he did a flip. Lord almighty, flipping like a damn pancake. Lord, that was freaking nuts. Games come back on. It shouldn't be working right now. Oh no, they're playing music. They're showing the past goals in this game, but they're playing music over it. So I cannot play it because there is copyright music. There we go.
The show talking about the Penguins needing depth scoring, contributions from their bottom 6 forwards. We've got a clutch goal late in the second period today from Zach Aston-Reese.
Yeah, he's been engaged. He's been in the Flyers' face, and that's a huge goal to score. To tie it up at 3 for Zach Aston-Reese and get the third line on the board. Great opportunity there, and a good chance for the Penguins to gain a couple of points on the Islanders.
Weeks of live at New Park University. You've got to follow Penguins President of Hockey Operations, Brian Burke, for 2020. And this is from Wednesday, using Wilkes-Barre. Feeling good about the skill and style of the coaching staff there with the Wilkes-Barre Strand Penguins.
Look at the style of the ties.
Yeah.
I like Brian Burke. There he is.
No tie.
Brian Burke, what a guy.
Assistant General Manager. So here we go with this one hanging in the balance this afternoon. Tristan Jarry and Brian Elliott. Special teams have been a huge factor. 4 power play chances for the Flyers, 3 for the Penguins. Penguins 2 for 3 with the man advantage. Goes for Malkin, Rust, and then an equalizer from Zach Aston-Reese. And off we go in the third. And this 3-game series hanging in the balance. Deciding game here, the start of the back-to-back. Penguins and Rangers will be tomorrow night with a 7:30 face-off, second half of that back-to-back. The start of a 2-game set against the New York Rangers. It's knocked out with a high stick.
Like nothing for Sid, just knocked it out of the air. He started his season off. Remember when he knocked that puck down out of the air? Carter Hart tried to play a puck, and he knocks it down. He scores with one hand at the flick of the wrist. I still don't think he got enough credit for that goal. That was too hard. One hand, just flicked the wrist, raised the puck, elevated it about 4 feet.
I guess his own standard for highlight reel goals is so high. Yeah. That one might have seemed somewhat ordinary for his standards, but that was.
This should be up in a second.
The goals of the year. That was on opening night in Philadelphia. Swapped the puck out of the air on that last play. Noted baseball player, Sidney Crosby.
It is a rubber game.
That's right. Baseball term.
Yes.
Giroux.
I learned a lot this week from Dan Potash. He's been helping me out with some of these baseball terms.
On top of it. Getting closer to baseball season. Stop and go start here to the third period. Another whistle, but the Bengals have an offensive zone face-off. And if you have the Crosby line on.
Talked a little bit about the shots here, and only 14 shots the Penguins have given up to the Flyers here this afternoon.
They've led in attempts 31 to 27.
Hello.
Through 2 periods. Also been led by Brian Rust, 3 shots on goal, and Chris Letang.
No, that's
Rust
not what we want.
One hand on the stick and slipped it right in front. Denied by Elliott, knocked down by Marino. Marino to Rust. Who's got a goal here today? Brian Rust. The feet of Marino. Settles the puck down, looking for a play as the Penguins are circulating. Rust straight away, Flyers change direction and bounces wide as Gensel was decked in the slot.
That's dangerous.
In front, just eludes the stick of Gensel. Puck will be held in. Good attack here for the Penguins in the opening 2 minutes of the third period. Rust, Gensel, Brian Rust takes the puck off the side of the cage, cleaned up by Prosser. Konechny, nice touch. Moved it over to Lindblom, didn't have the red line. Wilson far enough for icing, yes, on the fresh ice. So the Flyers, they were trying to make a change. Have to get those players back out there.
Now we talked about Sidney Crosby and his ability to score goals that make you shake your head sometimes. Look at this, knocks it out of the air, and the one hand flicks it in. One hand, raise the puck. Hello. It's Carter Hart.
What was better, the knockdown or the one-handed touch?
Yeah.
So some tired players out there for Philadelphia after the icing call.
No, this is not
working. Flyers trying to control it with a better face-off team this afternoon. Malkin recovered it. Letang, Evgeny Malkin. Dumoulin sets it up for Letang. Malkin engaged with Prosser. The puck is loose around the wall. Kapanen chips it past Malkin. Collected by McCann. Lost his footing. He was tied up by Sanheim. The attack continues for Pittsburgh. Letang shoots. Missed upstairs off the stick. And he's still buzzing in the Flyer zone. McCann off of Elliott. And now Lindblom. Flyers needing to clear, they'll get it, and they really be able to get a wholesale line change on the touch from Oscar Lindblom.
McCann sees one player score from a bad angle. Why not? Why not throw it to the pads of Elliott again? And he did.
Neutral zone turnover, right back into the offensive zone. Kevin Hayes. Hayes towards the wall. Sharp angle try, stopped by Jari. Ruger was upended. Aston Reese into open ice. It'll skip its way to Ellie. Brushes it aside as Tanev got knocked down and crashed into the boards. Flyers guilty of icing yet again.
So you're seeing all these bad angle shots all of a sudden. You see McCann, you see Hayes at the other end. And those are dangerous opportunities. Hayes says, why not? I'm going to make a goaltender make a save here. He went upstairs, and that was a trick shot. That was really hard to handle. He's one of those guys. Hayes, he can score in so many different ways. On the power play, on the penalty kill. He's a rangy guy. He's got more speed than you think because he's so big. He doesn't look like he's going that fast sometimes, but he got that long stride. Another icing call here, and you said it's been a slow start to this period. At least for the Philadelphia Flyers, just trying to find their ways. And the Penguins have forced these icings because they were getting on pucks. There's Hayes. They depend on him for a lot, don't they? You take a big face-off here.
7-year, $50 million contract, 2019. Nice addition. And some center depth for the Philadelphia Flyers. Another big body. Penguins launched the puck in. A lot of Flyer icing calls early on in the third, but they're on the attack. Here he comes again. Kevin Hayes delays. Pass across was broken up by Letang.
Oh boy, that stretch pass close offside. Letang gets a skater stick on it.
Now Hayes spinning. Wanted the back kick kicked around in front. Scrambling is Jari, and he covers up. Close call there. And Tristan Jari smothers it.
Great saves by John.
Now the one that I
Hayes
usually
again.
use is working.
Hayes is in front of the net as he goes across. Take a look at the first, just onside apparently. Letang's going to get a stick on that play. That's a beautiful play. Watch, it's going to go off Letang's skate. Jarry makes one save and then another one. Lindblom on the clear. So dangerous situation and huge saves by Tristan Jarry.
There's Nolan Patrick will be tossed out. Philadelphia at 62% of the face-offs, 1 through 2 periods of play. Giroux has been excellent. Welcome back to the point.
There we go.
To the crowd it goes. And Rodriguez taps to the center and launched right back in by Robert Haig. Marino backtracking. Send it up the wall, trying to tip it out. Jankowski is held in by Nolan Patrick. Second try, Rodriguez. The safety of center. John Marino gives it over to Sam Lafferty. He gets drilled into the bench partially. Bounced off the hit. Will now go to his own bench.
Thought he was going to end up on the bench.
Up comes off the wall. Aston Reese shooting. Two Flyers right there in front. Roppel got his body on that one. Back Aston Reese. Tape the tape for Rodriguez. Wants to twist it in, go to the bench. Brian Elliott will drop it off for his defenseman, Nate Prosser.
Both these teams didn't get the job done in these third periods, these one-goal games. An icing against the Flyers. The Penguins 9-2-1. The Flyers 4-1-3 in these one-goal games. And watch Lafferty head over heels.
Whoa! Man's pushed Pittsburgh like over the railing and he flew up.
I think I played before video. So
As I search on YouTube right now. I'm looking. Going to be shouted by Joel Farabee. You got drilled right in front of the bench. Puck Green's back out for the Flyers zone. They'll move it D to D. First 5 minutes, third period.
Nice. They're going to say Jury touched that puck.
Ryan Dumoulin back in the lineup for the Pens. Just in case of him, he hasn't played that much hockey over the last year and a half. 16 games in the last 15 months for Dumoulin. Of course, had the lower body injury in St. Louis last year. And then played 5 games before the season was shut down. There's our autographed jersey winner. Kimberly Rowling, congratulations. Thanks to Evgeny Malkin. But yeah, only 28 games for Brian Dumoulin. Again, 16 in the last 15 months.
All tied up, 15 minutes left in the game.
Lost in the glove of Tristan Jarry. Point shot from Shane Gostisbehere. Giving 5 shots on goal now. It's led the Flyers this afternoon.
Hayes won the draw. Then he went to the wall. He opened up looking for a pass back. So he talked to the defenseman. He shot it.
I can clap very, very loud, by the way.
Hayes trying to win this draw.
I can clap pretty damn loud.
He bears down.
I haven't clapped in a long time, but like actually clapped in a long time. But whenever I did do it in high school, it was super loud.
Hayes weighing his options. Scott Lawton. Lawton's been excellent for Philadelphia. Scored a 2-0 goal in the first. Lawton with 2 assists. Scott Lawton down the boards. Konechny, net by Malkin. Walking out, Hayes tried the wraparound, shut down by Jarry. The surge continues for the Flyers. Robert Haig in the point-to-point. East-west again. Too hot to handle for Konechny. Puck loose. And hard off the glass by McCann to center. Hayes at the end of the shift. Hook checked at the line. Recovers it at center. Shields it. Out of the way from Gensel. Now stepping up.
Let's hear out loud. You can clap. I haven't actually clapped in a long time, but as I said, in high school I clapped super loud. But we will see in a second.
That's on goal 22-20 in favor of Pittsburgh. 82 points on the line. He's at 25 points. Flyers at 27. Jarry drops it off for Pettersson. Hit by Tanev off the glass. Further by Blueger. Tanev up speed in the attacking zone. He's grabbed by Braun. Cut back through an off the stick. Swatted at by Aston Reese. Braun on the second try. Takes the hit from Blueger. Paid the price, but got the puck out the center. Nico Bell floats it into Pittsburgh ice. Redirection by Teddy Blueger into the Flyer zone. Reese still on. Champ up the wall by Elliott. Advance toward Patrick. Tipped it by Letang. A chance here. Patrick to the goal.
Oh!
And stopped by Jari. He hangs on. Flyers that
Damn,
close to
Jari
winning.
hanging on to that one. It is now going to be a commercial break. I have no idea, Mark, but I have to like turn this down. Hold up. Hello, hello, hello. That makes no difference. Okay. Hello. 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 Okay, wait. Oh, I'm too weird. I'm like too scared to do it. I don't think I could, like, I don't think it was actually as loud as I thought it was. Hold on. That just kind of sounds inappropriate. I don't know. Anyways, it is a commercial break. Do be vibing though. Oh, let's go. It's okay though, because I did not die, so like.
dump it back to center. Mike Matheson peeling back and going to CC. CC for a teammate. Icing gets washed out. Ryan Elliott will lead it for his defense. Hayes hard off the boards. Then off the stick of Matheson. No icing. CC skating back. Helped out by Tanev.
I just turned the mic to the lowest setting.
Fires a
Because
pass
I didn't
over
want to,
Hayes.
like...
Now Cody CC. With an option in Aston Reese, which is the pass lot to the front. The marked out in front was connecting.
He tried to almost get it in with his left skate blade there. You've seen him already score a couple of goals off his skate with the Flyers against the Penguins.
Hi.
First shot for the point, sails wide.
On your chin is
Mackey
soaking
again,
wet.
strong game for him. Lindblom to the goal and off of Jari. Rebound skated away by Tanev. Lobbed to the
Your
center
chin
ice,
is
the back
soaking.
to the
Come
line
here.
change.
Good save. I would say that is flashing the leather right there by Jari, and every
There you go,
save's a
my
big
love.
save right now in this game.
10:40 to go, third period. 3-3 score, third of 3 consecutive games in the Battle of Pennsylvania. Dumoulin takes the check. Effectively got it ahead for Crosby. Intended for Gensel. Bounces off the hit. Now looking for the puck in the corner. Gensel gets pinned by Sanheim. Crosby feathers it up the wall for Letang. Waits for traffic. Shoots and trying to tip it Gensel. Obey Bell. Launched by Gensel. Puck into some traffic. Pass Dumoulin. Held in. Chance down low. Backhand try. Gensel. Raw by Elliott.
Oh,
What a
so
chance.
close. Hi, honey.
Well, that was unbelievable. That was a great save. He missed the poke check, but he closed his armpit, and that's where the puck was going off the turnover. Missed the poke check, tries to go underneath, but he keeps that arm.
It's okay.
So
I didn't want to
tight
kiss.
his
It's okay.
body. It's a beautiful elevation. That's just a great save. A great, great save. Take a look at Konechny's. He tries to get this one in with his stick and then his skate. It goes wide at one end. So great chances for both hockey clubs, but that was an exceptional opportunity
Hey, honey.
and an equally impressive save.
Here comes the goaltending. It's all about the next one, right? Especially in a 3-3 game. These goaltenders both have made several key stops in this third period.
Gensel went into the corner. You know, he helped the turnover of the puck, and then there's the poke check, the miss, and it's just, you know, it's just having good body control and seeing the puck all the way in. Even though you lunge, he kept himself in a position to make that save. He wasn't out of position. You could say, could Gensel maybe have taken an extra stride? Maybe, but that was a pretty good chance and a great deep move.
Gensel looking for his third point of the afternoon. He's got 29 points in 21 career games against Philadelphia. That's regular season and postseason.
I think Jake's going to score 9 out of 10 times on that goal, and that's just maybe a game saver for the Flyers netminder.
McCann, net by Provorov. Oscar Lindblom with a centering pass. That'll be home for Philadelphia. Tight turn by Malkin. Nearly lost control of Patrick. And he emerges, and Malkin 2-on-2. Jared McCann, the drop pass. McCann has Tanev, goes there. Tanev to the goal, stop on the rebound.
Oh! Goal! Penguins! Penguins coming through, getting the goal. Damn!
Well, sometimes you just don't know. Malkin in front of his own net.
Penguins getting the
Everybody
goal.
was on, whoa, pins and
Damn!
needles there.
Hey.
But then Tanev came off the bench and he was unaccounted for. Here comes Malkin. Tanev's going to come off the bench. He's got a lot of jump. Look at him come like a rocket. And he gets a shot on Elliott. And he can't prevent the rebound from coming right out in front of the net. McCann pounces on it. And the Penguins are up
Damn!
4-3.
What is it?
A little somersault there, too. After the finish.
Yeah, I did a little
Jared
ninja
McCann
roll
got
there.
5 points now in the season series against Philadelphia. And has been really good since getting back into the lineup for the Pens. 5th game back. He's got 4 points since his return.
Well, one more look at the goal. Remember the other night he went hard into the boards off that goal off the shaft of the stick, and this one here. So he's driving hard to the net, paying the price. There's the somersault, and the Penguins with an advantage here. 9:04 in the third period.
Yay!
With Brandon Tanev, another assist. He's got 2 points. As you see Malkin factoring in as well. The Penguins with a 4-3 lead with under 9 minutes to go in the third period. Good lock behind Tristan Jarry. Puck scoops free from Mike Matheson. Sends an end over end. Over the high stick, Aston Reese getting to the puck. Got a shot. Teddy Bluger sets up. Behind Brian Elliott, looking, centering pass, up high, Letang a try, that's off the body. Bluger to Letang, deals back, shooting.
I'm gonna boop your nose to my nose, okay? We're gonna boop our noses together, okay? Alright?
Barabee for Couturier, into traffic, backhand side to the forehand, Couturier to the slot, nice pickoff by Letang. And he rambles ahead into the attacking zone.
Guys, look at her! Hi!
Ryan Buellin will dump the puck in. Crosby pursues.
My goodness.
Sanheim leads the puck off the boards.
She's sick of me. Not really. She keeps me back.
And the resilient Penguins again. They were down 3-2 in the hockey game. Aston Reese scored the tire, and they're up ahead 4-3 and see if they can close the deal here.
Sidney Crosby
7:40 left.
Crosby to Rust.
In this game.
Bounces to Crosby. Backhand pass through Marino. And the redirection in the slot by Crosby was denied.
What a drive to the front there again, so he's paying the price.
The stalemate along the end boards. Referee says keep it going. Puck is loose behind the net. Rust was smothered by Sanheim. Konechny connects with Lawton. And it's a 3-on-3 rush for the Flyers. Nothing happens there. Good stick. Marino on the stand-up. The Penguins go cross-ice. Mark Jankowski with a drive. High and wide. There's a flex to center. Lafferty gets crunched by Ovechkin. Velvet got the puck in deep. Good pressure from Rodriguez. Flyers scurry ahead. Ovechkin Bell past the 10th. Never got through. Rodriguez. Sam Lafferty along the boards. Cleared by Philadelphia. 6.5 to go, third period. The Penguins leading 4-3.
The fourth line on the ice for Pittsburgh in this back-to-back. You got to keep them out there. A lot of faith in this line for the coaching staff.
Lindblom along with Claude Giroux. Giroux knocked off stride by Malkin. Played him well. Cody Ceci. Has plenty of time. Goes to it, getting Malkin. Malkin a 2-point effort. Happening to the front. It's broken up.
Damn! Pittsburgh almost just got another goal there.
Voracek curls. Maneuvers through the neutral zone. Stop Lawton. Dumps the puck down to the corner. Nolan Patrick. Met by Malkin. Voracek walking out. Bouncing puck. Settles it down. Jake Voracek. Through a seam. Back in front again by Patrick. Lawton's stick was tied up. Penguins needing to clear. It trickles to the line. On the hold, Nolan Patrick shoots. Tip try. Puck goes wide. Push back here from the Flyers. Solid shift. Sanheim to the middle. Off the stick of Voracek. McCann will slam it all the way down. And the Penguins will take the icing call. Need offense from different sources. Can't just be the first line or the second line. 7 players with points today. Multi-point efforts. Malkin.
5:32 left in this game. The current score is 3
right from the top of the broadcast.
Philly and 4 Pittsburgh.
3 and 4. That's got it.
They had been getting it from the blue line in the past couple of games. And now with the forwards getting involved as well. That's a winning recipe.
A very reliable line back on, especially in this type of situation. With a lead late. Luger, Tanev, and Aston Reese.
Face-off's huge right now as the Flyers point to the face-off circle to the right of Tristan Jarry. That's where they're going to drop the puck here. 5:13 left in this third period, and the face-offs the Flyers typically excel at. They have the big one here.
They're at 66% today. Kevin Hayes on this one. Couturier's been really good. Giroux, who was mostly played his wing the last few years, taking a lot of draws in this series against Pittsburgh. Penzo, a huge face-off win. Stopped along the wall by Aston Reese. The lateral pass. John Marino. Jack Aston Reese trying to beat the Luger. Picked off And cleared by Philadelphia. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Started this back-to-back, and the Penguins in a back-and-forth affair. Now with a 4-3 lead thanks to Jared McCann's 5th goal of the season. Lawton shields it for Marino. Flyers move it up ice with Ivan Krobrock. Gains the line. Trying to knock it down against the end board.
What is it, Tripper? You just keep looking at me.
Over to Marino. Has an opening. He'll launch it down the distance. That'll be an icing call against Pittsburgh.
Icing call against Pittsburgh.
Sometimes that's all you have is to ice the puck. You're not going to try to make that dainty play in your own zone that's going to be turned over. No, there's none of that. It's got to be a hard play. It's going to be a decisive play. And do you want to ice it? No, but if you can't get that high elevation flip that doesn't lead to an icing, then the best course of action is to ice it.
Couturier face-off win. Back to Sanheim. Back across Farabee's drive. 3 Penguins in the high slot to block it. And the puck goes out of play. 4:23 remaining in the third period. What a hockey game this has been this afternoon. Jared McCann at 10:41 of the third period.
Time for a commercial. Finally fix the scoreboard. Yeah, the original one, yeah. This is usually what I normally do, right? And then after the second intermission, for some reason, the scoreboard was going up. So then I went back and then this one was working again. So now we're back to this one. Oh, okay, cool, says Damien, yeah. So to switch back to this one. Hey, Tripper. Do you want to be vocal for the people? Here, come here. Come be vocal for the people. Do you guys hear her purring? Oh, my baby. Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear her purring?
Last year, they're coming fast.
We are at the last 4 minutes of the game.
In the off-season in Stratford, Ontario. He's been great since he's been back after the upper body injury. Right out of that break, clutch defensive zone face-off win for Evan Rodriguez against Sean Couturier. Here's Travis Sanheim for Philadelphia. Gains the line, passes over the blue. Backtracking Letang. Couturier all over him. And to help out is Teddy Bluger. Bluger taps it up the wall. Tanev. He can find it. Centering pass off the stick of Dumoulin. Work back to the top for Sanheim. Back pedals, cuts across, wrist shot, block. Nice play at the top again. Rodriguez there.
You've seen some good blocks here in the last couple of shifts.
Joel Farabee knifing in, throwing it into the slot. Pinballed around. Malkin will kick it up and out to center ice. Still pursues the puck. And bouncing puck, couldn't get it in deep. Farabee up to the line. Then quickly.
3:15 left in this game.
Then Ceci gonna bump it back to center. Flyers have been held to 22 shots on net. Penguins have 27 and a 4-3 lead.
4-3 lead by the Penguins.
Flyers on the shoot-in, able to recover it. And with Matheson and Ceci out defensively, can't helping out the defense. So Bayview fell. Puck is loose. Handled by McCann and hoisted out. Will be down the ice, won't be icing. Looking for line changes on both sides. Down the stretch we go here in the third game. Deciding game of this 3-game set to the Pens and the Flyers. Sidney Crosby's line on the ice along with Gensel's in the neutral zone. Russ getting back there to join. Puck goes past the feet of Russ. He'll check attempt by Dumoulin. Touched out by Russ. Tight space for Gostisbehere. Couldn't do anything with it. Flyers got back onside. Penguins still with possession. Brian Rust. Also with a goal today. That came on the power play back in the first period. 2:05 to go in the third.
2 minutes left here in the third.
Redirects the puck into the corner. Backtracking is Dumoulin. Net is empty. Brian Elliott to the bench. Extra attackers on for
Empty
Philadelphia.
net for Philly.
Puck was intercepted by Letang. Tanev spins free. Out to center. Net empty. Evan Rodriguez.
Empty net! Empty net!
Off the post.
Oh, off the
Letang in goal,
post.
and that gets blocked. Sliding across the
Damn.
Teddy Bluger will feed it all the way down. Flyers trying to change. Brian Dumoulin goes off.
Got blocked twice by the Flyers. Penguins couldn't get it in. Penguins tried to get it in, but it bounced off of the post.
Off the stick. And it's hit with a high stick. That will stop play. Penguins that close to putting this one away.
Rodriguez can't believe it. From the blue line, he's going to miss right off the goal post. Let's make it almost the top of the circle. I don't know if the sliding player got a piece of it or not. I don't think so. And then look at this save.
Molly, what is your next stream?
Backside of his glove to make that save.
Unsure, just gonna see.
And Elliott's back in.
Yeah, the high stick on the puck. Offense is unfazed up in the Penguins, so Elliott forced to go back into the crease. Crosby's out here with Russ and Gensel, CC, along with Matheson. Just fired across the ice.
World's coming to a weird place. Anyways, I'm not sure what my next stream will be. We'll have to see what's on the TV next week.
In his office.
But just check community tab.
With Crosby tied up by Sanheim. It's kick free to Farabee. Farabee chips it to center.
Next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of them.
It right back in. Elliott forced to stay in the net. He looks to the bench now. And has to get away from Ross. He won't let him go. Now it's Elliott off. Extra attacker on for Philadelphia. Off the stick of Bluger. Letang will reverse. Dumoulin on for Pittsburgh. Puck is grabbed by Farabee. Couturier. Off the scramble, away from Voracek. Joel Farabee. Jake Voracek maneuvers, trying to pass. That was blocked. Gensel has it. Now Russ to center ice. Has to gain the red line. Advances it. Spinning is Provorov. 16 seconds to go.
Damn, 16 seconds.
From Sanheim. Bounced away from Jari. Letang going up the middle. 200 feet. It will go wide. 7 seconds. There's the whistle.
7 seconds. There's the whistle. Icing.
Probably could have ate that one with the time on the clock. And now one final face-off. And the Penguins will need a face-off win and a shutdown. And hopefully be able to enjoy the rest of the day with this matinee. And it would be a clean 2 points and a precious 2 points in those standings.
Who's going to take the draw? Looks to be Teddy Bluger against Claude Giroux.
7 seconds.
7 seconds to go. Puck is dropped. Flyers win it. Back to Gostisbehere. Point to point for Provorov. Gostisbehere, one-time drive. That's blocked. Goes to the glass.
Oh, it's over. Damn. Good try by Philly, though. Philly tried there at the end. Whoa, whoopsies. Philly tried super hard there at the end, but just couldn't get it still.
Played all three against the Flyers. McCann with the game winner off a rebound after Elliott had made a tremendous save against Jake Gensel. And the Penguins win at center ice.
Penguins winning that one against Philly. I can actually explore to see what kind of streams are going on next week. Where's the day button? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. There's college basketball. Could do some college basketball. There's baseball on. Toronto Blue Jays. Ooh, actually, wait a second. These games are really long usually. Info. Oh yeah, 1 to 4, 3 hours. That's on Friday? We'll put up a poll and see what you guys think. I'll actually make a poll right now. I'm gonna go make a poll right now. I'm gonna go make a poll. Community poll. What game would you like to next week? MLB Blue Jays at Pirates. Or let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. NCAA tournament games. That was one of the ones that I was gonna put up too. It's down 1. SEC. Yeah, they have college basketball. More information. Teams to be announced. There's the SEC tournament. Second quarterfinal in men's college basketball action. The teams are to be announced. So it could be basketball. See what other things I have on, because I don't really want to have to do a game like really late in the day. Do you know what I mean? Let's see here. That's basically all that's like on next Friday at least. What game would you like to see next Friday? What game would you like to see next Friday? MLB Blue Jays at Pirates. At Pitts. Basketball teams to be announced. Post. All right, guys, I just made a community post, so make sure you go vote for whether you guys would like to see MLB Blue Jays at Pirates or whether you would like to see NCAA basketball. The teams are to be announced. So go vote right now. So Mark, you can go vote for your basketball, and yeah. Just go vote with that to see what y'all would like to do. Y'all would like me to do. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining me. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications so you get notified whenever I'm live. My forehead looks so shiny. Yeah. Pull up in the monster automobile. I haven't done this in a while. A gangster with a bad game from Sri Lanka. Yeah, I'm the time to kill a Willy Wonka. You can be the king, but watch the queen conquer. First things first, I eat your brains. I'm gonna start where I go, teeth and fangs, cause that's what a mother monster do. Hair just from a land, that's a monster shoe. And I'm pull up in the bank with a funny face. And my fake guy knows got money, it will really, I don't give it F-U-C-K. Forget Barbie, cause she's fake. On a dap up pie, see a cheesecake. And as I say, Brad, shaggy chest play. Kill another career, it's a mild day. Pink wig, thick guys getting whiplash. I think big get catch, make believe fast. Yeah, look what you just saw, this is what you live for. Ah, motherfucking monster! Thank you, everybody, and I will see you here next Friday. Go make sure to vote in the poll that is on Community tab, so then hopefully you get to see what you want. So yeah, peace.
Until next time, everybody. Next time, boom shakalaka.